Right about now, I need everybody to smash that like button because this is going to be pure fire. We going all the way in, and we got 23,000K. Black Alpha Network certified FBA in the building. And I got a question for the fam. What happens when you put together a Teo and then you turn around and you see this guy? I'm going to tell you what you see. You see somebody who's trying to grift. You see someone who's trying to steal. You see someone who's trying to get in on everything, just like a good little tether does. But we going to regulate them and everybody. Certified salute. Tupac, let them know.
I don't care what y'all think. If you whatever the fuck you think you are. And until we own some shit, I'm going to call it like it is. How you going to be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we going to be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? We out here dying. We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
Already, here we go. Certified salute to all my certified sisters, all my certified brothers, and the whole certified family. We in here. Let's go. Family, what's popping? Another one, another day, walking in our own glory, shining like we always do, doing it like we used to it, and we used to winning, and we used to regulating. And guess what? We're going to do both today. Fam, I need everybody right now. I need everybody to smash that like button, and I need you to share this video with everyone you know, every real one. If you got a real cousin, you got a real grandma, great-grandma, grandpa, tell them all to come on up in here. We need to have a packed house, fam, so smash that like button. And if you're new, subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. Welcome to Certified Black Society. We are the greatest voice of the streets, and we go hard in the paint. Yeah. And when we go hard in the paint, we run people out of the paint. I see everybody already. Roll call. You know, we do roll calls and we ain't even got to say it because people already know. But let me send everybody my gracious love and honor. Thank y'all. We just cracked 23,000K, which is a wonderful thing. And we've been doing it on our own. We've been grinding for show. And we did it, y'all, by each other's, by ourselves, holding one down, because that's the way FBA does it, fam. It's a family affair. And I got all my cousins here. So you know what it is, fam. It's going down. Question to everybody, though. And I got to ask this question. That whole video, the Shiloh Hendrix video, the footage, how many of y'all think that there was some funny style stuff going on in that video? How many of y'all really buy the stories that are coming out? Because when you put together a Teo, and that is a tether and a male, and you put them around foundational Black Americans, you know it's going to be something. You talking about grifters on all sides. Well, guess what we ended up doing today, family? We did a whole hell of a lot of research. Yes, a whole hell of a lot. FBA lingo. And we come to find out there's more than one GoFundMe page out there. Yep. Yeah. There's more than one person out there grifting. Yep. So the family looks very, very, very funny on both sides of that star. If you see them over there, they look funny style. You look at the tethers over there, they look funny style. And ain't nothing really adding up, right? So we got some things today that we broke some stories. You only gonna get them here. That's what I'm telling you. Y'all, smash that like button, share this with everybody. We're gonna have a packed house like we always do. Voice of the people, voice of empowerment, Black Alpha Network, #1 activist, always fully. So check this out, family. The video came out. And we were looking at the video kind of strange, right? Because if you're noticing a lot of these videos that are popping off, these anti-Black videos, they seem scripted. They seem coerced. Now, let me tell you this for sure. The dominant society are practicing their anti-Black racism. There ain't no faking when it comes to anti-Black racism. Everything you see that's got something to do with anti-Blackness is 110% real. But the people behind the camera, they out here faking the front. They out here trying to make $1. They out here trying to get some change. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. You think a tether gonna be filming something and they're not out here trying to scam? Fam, when the hell did tethers really care about racial injustice? Weren't they the ones running around here telling us, me no black, y'all need to work harder? Now it's justice for all. Now it's peace for all. Man, we ain't buying none of that. We ain't buying none of that, family. And we got some receipts to show you today. Everything that you suspected has came true. Everything that you was guessing has came true. So like I said, the $1 million, $1 trillion question is, fam, was this staged? And when I say stage, what I'm meaning is, who got real intentions in this? There's some real anti-blackness, but there's also some people trying to get some dollar bills, because being oppressive, being anti-black is a trillion, not billion dollar industry. And you got a bunch of $1 trillion hoes out here trying to come up. Yep, because they see that we've been on game. They see that we've been on code. They see that we've been regulating. We've been standing up for each other. And nobody likes that but us, because nobody likes us but us. And that's exactly how the hell I want to see it. That's exactly how the hell I feel it's real. And you got to be careful, because when you put a tether in the mayo, you get you a tail. And these tails are running around here left and right, y'all, getting nice little pats on the head, getting all types of little Jollof biscuits, some curry chicken biscuits, doing whatever they can do to appease massa. And we gonna show y'all there's some real tetherisms going on today. So smash that like button from all the way in. Started off 5 minutes, now it's 100 miles an hour. Let's go to work. Family, it's a new era and a new time. It's a new day. Black Americans aren't playing no more. Y'all been seeing it. We've been talking about the day of reckoning for everybody, okay? Well, the day of reckoning is bringing in the life of checking, and we checking everything. We checking hairlines, we checking ops, we checking tethers and mayos and tails. Everybody getting checked. We pulling out that FBA pen and we going down that list, and we ain't sparing no names. My sisters ain't playing nobody running up on them. All right, my brothers ain't playing nobody running up on them. We're not tolerating nobody running up on our kids. So if you look in the eye of every foundational Black American out there, it is exuding an energy that's never been seen before. Oh, we had it in the past, but nothing like this. Oh, nothing like this, family. See, what we're doing now is that we're letting the world know, when we said we was on code, we meant it. When we said we was delineating from every single fleer, hopper, skipper, jumper that you try to put off on us, we meant it. When we said that we stand alone, stand on 10, on business, pushing principle, we meant it. Now, you may not have wanted to hear it. You may thought it was a game. You may said, oh, them is just like the black folks from yesteryear. Now you finding out the certifieds is here, and it's a whole new goddamn game. So watch the energy now. Watch the self-defense, and watch how brothers and sisters are making everybody find out if they fuck around. Here we go. New generation, new time, new era, and the brothers and sisters can speak for themselves better than I ever could. Certified salute.
Stop being nice. Stop being nice. Stop skinning and gritting, and stop being polite. Stop being politically correct. You are a warrior. You come from a long line of warriors. I'm 98% accurate, okay? It ain't by accident. Because the pot is boiling. You all do a lot of tongue wrestling with these people. I want you to know, I didn't do tongue wrestling. My generation, we didn't do tongue wrestling. Baby, we was outside. Protect your family and your community.
But what you don't do is, this ain't the goddamn 16 and 1500s no more. Y'all not going to be parading us around town with shackles. Come on now. Get it together now. If it's going to be a share, y'all not going to be parading us around town with shackles. Come on now.
It's been the first time that blacks ever raised money for something that was unjust. Because we all know that young black man was racially profiled in that tent. And him being removed, it was based on his color, not because he was up under the wrong tent and he was defending himself.
So I'm seeing so many videos. I guess it's like a stitch of this one Latina's video, and it's like, why isn't the black community sticking up for the Latino? That's not our fucking job to stick up for y'all. Like, our people fought for what we needed. Our people fought.
Malcolm X once said, if a snake bites your child, you don't go looking for the snake that bit your child. Any snake will do.
Freeze. Hold up. Hold up. Brother Malcolm X always delivers. I need you to tell me what Brother Malcolm X said about somebody that bites your child.
Malcolm X once said, if a snake bites your child, you don't go looking for the snake that bit your child. Any snake will do.
Woo! Any snake could do. AKA, anybody can get it.
How do y'all know that he was innocent? The father could have looked at it like, look, you want to laugh at the son? Well, meet the father.
You don't know. I know. But you disrespected myself. You disrespected my family. But I would never do your children or your family or even you or no human being that way. I would never treat anybody that way. But I want you to know, man to man, that shit's not. You don't know what young man. I have grace and honor. I was raised with morals and values. But I lost a lot. I lost my mother. I lost my mother-in-law. I lost my sister. All that shit. You don't know what mental state the next human being could be in. And it wouldn't be a cop. It wouldn't be a security guard. It wouldn't be nobody that could stop me from getting on your ass if I wanted to. They could stop me from getting on your ass if I wanted to. You understand?
You have nothing to do with this, little girl. I'm not talking to you. Listen to your mama. She should have told. I know you don't care. You so grown.
Ma'am, I need to get to my door.
Okay, thank you. And I need to get to the bathroom. Like I said, y'all don't run people. You don't run America. You run yourself. So get off your little mentality that you better than somebody, because you're not.
Is the mentality that you need to have. You need to have the mentality by any means necessary. Not one more time.
Never again. All right, y'all. Woo! First off, you know when we start off with Tupac, it's on and popping. You know when we bring in some Malcolm X quotes, it's extra on and popping. And you know when we in here deep on a Tuesday, it's always popping. That is what's going on now, fam. Brothers and sisters ain't playing the games. Brothers and sisters ain't playing the games. There's an energy that's sweeping this whole country. There's a vibe. There's been a paradigm shift. And if you notice, we're the ones on the front line. We always waited and wanted to see what this era would look like had brothers and sisters got on code. Many of us thought that it would never happen. Plenty of us did not live to see this generation, the energy, the power in which it creates. But all of us, family, we're blessed to be a part of the most thorough, the most certified, the most don't give a damn generation in FBA history. My good sister said earlier, she said it best. She said there's so many different movements going on right now with us. I mean, you got the reparations movement, the delineation movement, the self-defense movement. All of these things are going on simultaneously. Every last one of these things. So we're carrying all of that weight on our shoulders, and we're doing a damn good job of it too. We're doing a damn good job of it. See, the tethers used to try to come in here to the United States of America and willingly try to take our place. You ain't taking our place. Good evening to you, Mike. Certified salute. You ain't taking FBA's place. You can't replace the irreplaceable. You understand? And I'm talking about in all areas and all aspects. Look at music, fam. Look how we standing on business when it comes to that. They try to steal it. Look at our lineage, heritage, and culture, our indigenous, our ancient, our native. They try to steal that. Look how we going down the line, and every single person that's been out here trying to steal what we've created are all getting checked in the process. There's no way around the energy that foundational Black Americans are putting out here in these streets, y'all. None. And this summer is perfect time. If you ever wanted to be a foundational Black American, well, damn it, now is the best time. Now is the best time. I tell you on every broadcast when we wrapping it up, wake up every day and enjoy this moment, family. Enjoy this moment. Not because you may not get it again. Enjoy it because it's only getting better. You understand? Somebody else going to tell you, well, enjoy it because you don't know if you ever have it again. Shit, we're going to keep it. All right? So enjoy every moment because it's only getting better and it's only getting stronger. And when we get stronger, fam, how you going to stop somebody who's already the strongest? You got to remember, fam, everything that we're doing now, we're just elevating. We were already the smartest. Now we're getting smarter. We were already strong. Now we're getting stronger. Every single thing that we've done is just going up. That's why I say we up right now. They down right now. We were the crown. Everybody else bowing down, if you feel me. And the energy is so, powerful, so potent that they got to sit back and watch. They got to sit back and observe. But nobody can be FBA. You heard. Okay, now to that, family. So the video comes out. As well as all these videos. We could take it back to Carmelo Anthony. That's why I want your mind to go, okay? Go back to the Carmelo Anthony situations. That's still a live situation. Don't think for 1 second because we're not seeing it on the news and it's not dominating the news cycle that a lot of things aren't going on. We know what's going on up there in my great state of Ohio, okay? With the father holding down his kids. See, fam, look at this. I want y'all to think about this. Carmelo Anthony is a Black child who defended himself. He did not allow somebody to come and harm him and he turns the other cheek. That is a direct contradiction of what we've been taught to do by the dominant society in the boule. He stood on business. Check this out. Another police harming of an innocent black kid. Y'all know what they wanted us to do, right? They wanted us to have this other police harming us and just to go down that same cycle. We don't know yet. What could it be? Wait till the facts come out. Oh, innocent. Black folks, calm down. And then black folks say, we gonna go pray now. Notice everything I say, fam. If somebody don't believe anything I'm saying right now, just look at how everything is playing out and tell me my words don't match the actions of the black community right now. Everything I'm saying about being on code, being energetic, being strong, not taking nothing. You seeing us do it. It's one thing for me to just say it and we can't point to nothing. Family, I could say it and there's so many damn things to point to. You ain't got enough hands. You ain't got enough. Everything we're doing right now is powerful. So you see Carmelo Anthony. He said, I'm not going down the lane of being another harmed black person that we got a hashtag. Yep. Police harmed a young black brother. The father said, I'm not going down the list of hashtagging my son and just bowing down. Nope. I'm not going to be in the courtroom crying saying, why, we's, Joe Biden come help us. Democrats come save us. We ain't going for that same game, y'all, because they've been having us doing the same stuff over and over. So the father said, I'm going to get me some justice. Okay. And justice is just us. And he handled his business. He handled his business. And he is a very innocent person because according to the law, you are innocent until proven guilty. And he is an innocent man. All an accident, all things just happen, if you understand. So you see what we're talking about? You see how we smart? You see how we got the wherewithal and the energy and we pushing it forward, right? Okay, now check this out, fam. You see all of these things changing the game and we're sticking up for ourselves. You know what? I had an epiphany earlier today and I thought about something. And I said to myself, the Trayvon Martin situation, which a lot of people believe is one of the few things that ended up setting a spark into this new generation, right? The Trayvon Martin situation. Okay. Well, the Trayvon Martin situation, that was basically the closing of a book. Though there was a few things that happened after Trayvon, that was the closing of the 60 years of servitude and docile. And then now you're going to look at Carmelo Anthony's situation as the new renaissance of the new era. Now, it's not just based on those two young men, because remember, I'm always telling you, Trayvon Martin would be where Carmelo is right now had Trayvon Martin lived in Carmelo's era. And it all has everything to do with us. That's what it has everything to do with, y'all. Okay. We stood on business for Carmelo. We're standing on business with the father. We stood on business on what's going on out there in Minnesota. And we stand on business every single day when it comes to cash payment reparations, cream, cash reparations everywhere around me. Dollar bill, y'all. So we've been doing what we have to do, handling our own. And you notice, fam, when you stay on code, you love yourself and you don't take no trash from nobody. You notice how all good things happen to you? You notice that, fam? You ain't even got to work for it. Just simply love yourself, love your family, love your whole lineage, heritage, and culture, and everything works out for you. You see the difference, right? So now one thing we're doing, and this is the most major thing, we're watching things that don't add up, things that are real funny style, right? Things that we don't trust, all right? Because remember back in the day, we are a community of infiltration. Everyone always wants to infiltrate FBA, all right? So not only did we G-check people in self-defense, we G-check them with reparations, all of those wonderful things that I just named. Let me tell you one more, y'all. We watching every new face that pops up. We watching every single hoodwink, had, bamboozle, trick bag, conman that shows up. We watching all these people say we all together, people of color, minority, solidarity, and we don't trust no damn body. So you add all of that to the list of G-checking that we already have, family, and it's a flawless victory. And one of the things that quite frankly didn't add up to the community, y'all, was this video. I showed this video a few days ago, and I put receipts on the table about this Shiloh Hendrix individual. And family, a lot of us were looking at this video, and we were quite skeptical about the way it played out. And y'all, as I'm doing research for this broadcast, I'm sitting there shaking my head saying, damn, I love my certified family, because y'all are always right. Everything that you are about to see, smash that like button if you hear. We about to cook. We already been cooking. Everything that you are about to see right now going forward is breaking exclusive news. You're only going to get it on the Black Alpha Network, 23K strong, new black media, and we are representing to the fullest change in the game. Watch this, family, and I'm going to show you this was all one big scam. Was it a scam from the Tether Man recording? You goddamn right. Is this Mayo chick trying to scam for money? You goddamn right. Is the anti-black racism real? You goddamn right. So that's 3 things in one. And you can add a fourth, and the fourth is that FBA knew this was all cap. Watch this.
The child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him a. Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again?
Freeze. Family, watch it cautiously. Watch this, fam. Why is he asking her? Why is he? Did you ask? Did you tell? Why are you telling, fam? Why all of a sudden is he sitting there saying, did you tell this? Did you? Isn't it almost like he's interviewing her? Like he's trying to put on a little something for the camera, right? Y'all was picking up on this. I ain't saying nothing that I didn't see y'all saying on Sunday when we did our Sunday pop-up broadcast. Notice this, family. I was reading the comments and I noticed a lot of brothers and sisters ain't really going for this, man. Nah, yeah. Ethiopian, Minnesota photographer. Yeah, real funny, right? Seems very cautious. 1 minute he said, did you? Did you? Huh? I thought you did. Say it. Okay, let's go ahead and pull back some layers on why he's so interviewing her.
The child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him a. Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now? Okay.
Why don't you have the balls to say it again? Meaning, I want you to say it one more time while I point this camera at you. I have a camera pointed at you, and I need you to say it for this camera. See, she's already anti-black. He is trying to get in on. Remember, the anti-black money is trillions of dollars, y'all. Yes, it is. And notice how he's sitting here trying to persuade her to say this all on camera. You're getting into an era now where people are realizing blacks is putting money up for each other. How about I say something that's racist and me get some money too? This right here, family, is anti-black clout chasing. All right? Anti-black clout chasing.
Okay. All right, that's what you say. Nobody dig into your shit. A little kid, you call him a nigga? The little child? Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call it.
Why is he interviewing her, y'all? Why? And another one. Yes, absolutely. Where is the diaper bag? Where's the diaper bag? And then notice though, family, notice again, he's asking questions. Did you see her say the N-word or not? How come you keep asking her if she said it if you already saw this, Mr. Mutombo? Mr. Mutombo, you said you saw it. You said you saw it, Mr. Muhammad Mutombo. Mr. Mutombo Muhammad. You said that you already seen it. So why are you asking her more and more and more? And why is she giving an interview? Why is she sitting there saying, yeah, I did? Why? Spam. Funny style things are going on.
A little kid, you call him a nigga? The little child? Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
Are you about to hit him? This man he sound like Dan Rather. Where are you from? How were you raised? What time of day do you usually wake up? Do you like long walks on the beach? What do you like for dinner? Why he want to know so much if he saw so much? Something's funny. This man is tether clout chasing everybody. He's trying to get the bag. He's trying to get the tether bag, everybody.
In here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a
Huh.
fuck off.
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
We'll see about that and what the internet has to say about you. Yeah, what do you say? So you said Somali pirate? Yeah. Hey, he on that Somali pirate time. Y'all ain't lying. Y'all ain't lying. Boy, y'all lighting them up in the chat. I see y'all. Watch that last little part right there, family. How he asked about 30 questions, was pretending that he saw it, but said he didn't know. And then watch how he says the internet will expose you. See what the internet has to say. He didn't say the police. He didn't say the cops. He didn't say law enforcement. He said that the internet. Why you want to run to the internet, Mr. Pirate? I'm asking you, Pirate Man. How come you wanted to go to the internet and not to the police? And then when did your community become so proud to be black? I thought y'all wasn't black. I thought black folk need to do better. I thought black folk need to step it up. Something ain't adding up, but we got the answers.
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
There you go. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. When you watch it, you know it. Here we go, fam. So you're seeing already this type of skeptical thing. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the whole family, okay? Because I noticed when we were breaking it down on Sunday, when, you know, it was going viral, but a lot of y'all were already like, nope, don't believe that. Where the bag at? Who that man behind the camera? Because remember, y'all, the mainstream news isn't really talking about the guy who was behind the camera. They were real hush about him. They didn't really want to talk about him too much. Maybe he's going to shine a light on something they don't really want shined on. Maybe there's something more here. Maybe there's some Democrats who are trying to get in. You got to think about Minnesota and the Somali population. You got to think about the Democrats. Remember, up there, that's all come on in. Come on in, everybody. All the people, all the illegals come on in. Everybody is trying to get that anti-Black American bag. It's clout chasing. It's tethered clout chasing, y'all. Yes, the hell it is. And these tethers are out here trying to get every little dollar that they can find. So we already pulled out everything about this guy's record. You seen his record. Dude's record is terrible. The man literally is someone who has been charged with harming a young person. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So why the hell is this guy some type of source of information? And if he had that charge, why the hell was he at a park? How come all these damn people are showing up at parks? This whole I'm going to be at a park around kids thing is looking real suspicious to foundational Black Americans. We are out here saying, how are all of these oddball people popping up in all of these places and ain't nobody saying a goddamn thing other than foundational Black Americans? It's always foundational Black Americans calling things out while the whole damn world sits and they're silent. No longer can that happen, because guess what we've been doing, y'all? We've been doing some real regulating, right? And when you regulate, you see through it. Y'all tell me right now, do y'all trust somebody right there that's been chewing on rocks? I think not. Never, not at all. So when you look at that video and I ask the question, was this staged? Then this will bring you to this video. Remember we showed this video right here, fam? Remember this, y'all? And I captioned this video like this. This is how I captioned it. Another W person caught on camera at a park using racial slurs towards a Black child. He said they are not a race. This is what he said. But I want y'all to notice, if you thought that the Somali pirate video was funny, look how this video is chopped up and edited, y'all. This video is edited completely, like they were on the board and just breaking it down. Watch this right here, family.
Really? More the blacks do get more sensitive. That's the truth, and you know it. The vast majority of people here are just afraid to say. He's fine.
Look at that. He said one statement, then they edited the video and flipped it. They flipped the video so fast, y'all. Look how quick. How in the world do you have a W man at a park using racial slurs towards a Black child, and then you're sitting there cutting up the video, chopping the video up, and just letting it go? Look, fam, within 2 seconds, they cut it.
Really? More the blacks do get more sensitive. That's the truth, and you know it. The vast majority of people here are just
cut it. How about all the other footage? What's going on? What you hiding, Mayo? What you hiding, Mayo? Teo, potato, tomato? What's going on? Why did that get cut up, fam? This is real funny style. This is what happens when someone sees you can get $1 million in about 48 hours off of anti-Blackness. Oh, they're not making up their anti-Blackness. No. They're utilizing it for a bag up. That's what they're doing. Watch as this continues, and then the W women are doing the same thing Mr. Pirate was trying to pull. Watch how they start interviewing him with these very vague, dull questions. What's wrong? What do you mean? Say it. Watch.
Afraid to say.
He's fine. He's racist. He's a child. Hey, I gotta go.
It edited again. Watch.
Child.
Hey, I gotta.
I didn't say anything to the thing.
We don't need to.
He's not a thing.
Go away. They're not a race.
Hey. You're a race.
The race is from Eurasia. Man,
He's
just afraid to say.
He's fine. He's racist. He's a
family. I think that person saying he's a racist POS, I think that was overdubbed. I think a lot of this is overdubbed. Let me ask y'all a question. I'm asking the family, y'all. We in here right now, super thick. We already 1,100 in 30 minutes, fam. Let me ask you guys a question. We said, is this staged? And I'm going to ask y'all right now. Real talk, fam. Is a lot of this overdubbed? Did they take this, go home, put it on their computer, and start editing words This is very funny, right? This sounds like somebody came in and did, a little work right there. What do you say? Low budget Mayo production. Yes, this is brought to you by Mayo, starring Miracle Whip. Come on, somebody work with me here. This looks like it's very, very staged. Very staged. The video's cutting up. The people are interviewing these suspected supremacists. They start having these weird overdubs that don't even sound like it's present. This is very, very skeptical.
Just afraid to say.
He's fine. He's racist piece of shit. He's a
I don't believe that was there. She's not even yelling. She sounds like she did that stuff at the house in the kitchen. She was in the kitchen making them damn Brussels sprouts for Brad, pulling out her phone, and she yelled that. They came back in and they inserted that clip of audio into this video. Notice, dude didn't even budge. He didn't even budge.
He's a child.
And also notice, she didn't even get it all the way out, and then the scene clipped. He's a racist pip. He's a pip. He's a Mayo pip. He sleeps with his pip. Notice that, family. Notice that the audio cut off towards the end.
Child.
Hey, I gotta
I didn't say anything to the thing.
We don't need to.
He's not a thing.
Go away.
He's a child.
Hey, I gotta
I didn't say anything to the thing.
We don't need to.
He's not a thing.
He's fine.
He's racist piece of shit. He's a child.
Hey, I gotta
I didn't say anything to the thing.
We don't need to.
He's not a thing.
Go away. They're not a race.
Hey,
Say anything to the thing.
And look at this, you guys. Y'all ready for this? Let's go to work, family. We in here. Black Alpha Network, certified BLACK. Look back here in the background. Look at this man sitting down. Y'all see that, right? Look at the man over there in the wheelchair. Okay, look at the very next scene.
Don't need to.
He's not a thing.
Go away. They're not a race.
Boom. Disappearing act. Where did he go? Did he use some Mayo magic? Is he a Mayo magician who waved the W magic wand? Because dude just disappeared. Look at that. Where'd he go? Family, where in the hell did this man go? Come on.
Go away. They're not a race.
You're a race.
The race is from Eurasia.
Damn.
Mankind is from Africa.
Come on.
Watch this, fam.
Race.
He's not a thing.
Go away. They're
Boom.
not
Boom.
a race.
And then why is he talking this way when the camera is this way? He's not even looking at the individual right there. You mean to tell me somebody's recording you and you just disappear and you're talking to someone way over there on the other side? This is what I'm saying. Okay, so let's just look what we got in the first 15 seconds. The video cut and flip scenes. It's flipping scenes, y'all. What is this? Sinners? It's flipping scenes. How in the hell is the actual video changing scenes, y'all? This is really a production. This is straight up a production. I don't know how anybody can see this, fam. I thought viral videos were supposed to be organic. I thought viral videos were supposed to be things like that actually happen. I didn't know they had an editor. I didn't know that they can overdub, underdub, insert characters. The Mayo man in the wheelchair just disappeared. I never knew this could occur. I just never seen. Yeah, the Matrix, absolutely. Yeah, dude just disappeared. Mayo magic, I'm telling you. There's Mayo magic all in this damn video. All in this video. Dude flipped away 3 times. The man in the back disappeared. The little W girl was running around. She was 5. The next scene, she was 15. You know what I'm saying? You had 10 years eclipse during the video. The man is talking that way, but then the camera's this way. I don't believe it, family. And if you look through the comment section, because I posted that, I broke that story. If you look through the comment section, guess what? Guess what? A bunch of people are in there saying, where is his GoFundMe page? Because they're actively out here trying to get GoFundMes. This is what's going on. So you can see all of that right there. And it continues to change.
You're a race.
The race is from Eurasia. Mankind is from Africa.
Come on, let's get your shit. You're a disgrace to society.
Right there, fam. Why did it clip right there? Watch again, y'all. It's not even that big of a shift, but it clips again. It looks like he's laughing, and then it clips. Look at this. Look how subtle this little change in transition was.
Walk
away.
No.
Walk away.
I try to keep it clean.
Come on, let's get your shit.
You're a disgrace to society. You're a disgrace to society.
Y'all noticed? Oh, no. No, fam. This is stage. This is stage. That's probably his damn wife. That's probably his wife. Family. How did she say, you're a, did y'all catch that? Tell me y'all caught that, family. Tell me y'all seen that. Tell me right now, y'all caught that. Okay, did you notice she's saying the same word? It goes, you're up. So meaning she said it 2 times. You can see he's in the same direction talking. That sounds like someone said, cut and come on back. You seen that? Yeah, a blooper reel. Absolutely. Notice she says, you're up. Halfway through that statement, it flipped. And then she restarted it. So it goes, you're up. And he's still sitting there, almost like someone said, pause, time out, go ahead and continue. Yep. And then the kids disappeared. Oh, good catch. You guys see that, boy. You can't get nothing by y'all. Y'all so damn certified, it's got them upset.
To society.
Walk away.
No.
Walk away. Come on, unfit your shoes.
You're a disgrace to society.
Wow.
You're a disgrace to society. You're a disgrace to you're just
Notice, fam, look at this kid in the back. When she first starts to say, you're up, that kid ain't there. Look, no kid. But when it clips and she finishes saying you're up, the kid magically appears. Watch, focus your eyes right here, family. When she first says you're up and then it clips, the kid magically appears.
you're a disgrace to society.
Walk away.
You're a disgrace to you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace.
He wasn't even laughing when she first started saying it, then boom. So do we got a third magical male popping up, y'all? You got the dude in the wheelchair. He disappeared. He still ain't back. I don't know where he went. He probably went to Joe Biden's house. Maybe that is Joe Biden. And then the kid just came, disappeared. The old man, boom, disappeared. Nah, family, we ain't going for none of that. Yeah, where's the black kid at? Where's it at now? Absolutely. This video is extremely rigged. Absolutely. And they continue straight through the video.
Disgrace to society.
Walk away.
No.
Walk away.
I try to keep it clean. Can you imagine what this is going to be like once it's all taken over by that? Just a big ghetto.
You're filth.
Just a big ghetto.
How fake did that sound? You're filth. And notice that her words and his words, their exchange isn't even synced up properly. There's 3 or 4 times you notice while she's still talking, he's responding. While he's responding, she's still talking. That happens about 3 or 4 times in this video. Anybody who's did any type of video graphics or anything or audio, you understand how fake this is, how orchestrated this is, how rigged and staged this is. I've never seen somebody start off the sentence, 3/4 way through the sentence, it cuts, and then you finish it on the 15th side. Never seen it. How you start on 5 and end up on 30? How you start on 30 and end up on 72? Never seen this before. People disappearing out the back. Nah, this ain't nothing but a movie. But watch again. It's not synced up. And then when she says, you're filth, don't even sound real. He's not even acknowledging it.
Just a big ghetto.
You're filth.
Just a big ghetto.
It won't matter. Willow.
I don't even have words. I don't even know what to say about your kind.
It just clipped again. Listen to her friend in the back. She don't even get the word out and said, you're up. Listen, you can hear it. As the friend is saying something, it cuts off 3/4 way.
I don't even have words. I don't even know what to say about your kind.
It won't matter. Willow.
Right there. It jumped.
Willow.
Right there. Hold up. Wait a minute. Family, let me slow it down. I'm going to slow it down. I'm not going to play the audio. I'm going to slow it down so you can watch the camera jump. Watch it jump, family. Here's another jump. Boom. Right there. Right there. Watch. You'll see it. There you go. Hold on. Let me pull you up all the way big. Here we go. Checkmate. Watch it. Watch it jump. The camera jumps again. Right there. He's sitting there. She's talking. Boom. And it jumped right there. You see it. On my timestamp, I think it was 37. On 37 on my timestamp, it jumped. Boom. Right there. 37. Look at that. Why is the damn camera cutting? 1, 2, there. Here we go. I got it. 35, 36, 37. Boom, jump. 35, 36, 37. Boom, jump. Easy. Too damn easy. And then when you put it back in real time, you can see again, this ain't real at all. As he looks away from the person who's allegedly talking to him.
My kind is all over. They're just afraid to say stuff.
Well, maybe they should be afraid.
No, I'm not.
Come on, you guys.
Obviously.
You have not.
It jumped again. Look, it jumped again.
This way.
I got it.
I want soda. No.
Don't worry. I'll get in the bathroom.
Boom. There it is. There we go. Man, let me tell you something. Okay, we done went ahead and we confirmed and verified that. Okay, the verdict is in. All of them is guilty. That ain't nothing but a stage anti-black clout chasing. So they can come up on a Mayo bag. That's a Mayo bag right there, family. You know it, I know it. See, only on the Black Alpha Network, Certified Black Society, are you going to get that real attention to detail where we really break it down literally frame by frame. It showed that their frames were jumping. It was cutting. The audio was distorted. People were disappearing, reappearing. The words weren't synced up. None of that true. That looked like a damn Tubi movie. That was a Mayo Tubi movie. And Foundationals ain't going for none of that. So you see how we see through everything. You see how we recognize, we spot all these people, right? That shows you, again, the type of energy that we got, y'all. That right there. So that's a fake video. But bring it on back, fam. This is what we're talking about is going on down there in Minnesota, okay? These people are coming up with all of these different actions. And you're dealing with the internet world where they're trying to get a victory. You got to understand, fam. They got to start manufacturing fake victories now because they aren't getting any in real life. That's why we started off talking about Tupac and Malcolm X and this new era, this renaissance, where we ain't taking no nothing from anybody. They got to come up with fake victories because they can't get real ones. So you're going to see more of these little fake victories. You're going to see more of these GoFundMes. You're going to see all of that. And we don't mind none of that. We don't mind. Y'all go ahead and spend all your little money because we knew you do that in the first goddamn place. You've been doing it. Don't let nobody come around now and they're talking about something. They done made that woman a millionaire. They make all of their criminals millionaires. That's just what they do because they're upholding a system that they all participate in. Even if it means a fake interview with fake Karens in the back. And by the way, when did Karens ever care that much about kids? They never did. That's why you can hear the falsehoods in that woman's voice. You can hear the phoniness when she was talking. There was no passion, no anything. That was somebody who was reading a script that was probably her husband. They wrote all that down. They framed it, went home, and they're trying to get that damn bag. That's all it is. And we know exactly where it's coming from, and we know exactly who's doing it. So they can't fool us with none of that, family. We are the ones who are on the front line. We're the ones holding everything down the right way. So as you see us go through that, broke that down, G-check everybody across the board. More stuff was coming out about this strange character. Yeah, the guy in the background. Because now we're going to talk about what nobody's been wanting to talk about. And that's this pirate dude, okay? Mr. Pirate Man has been running around here, and he has a very sketchy background. Fam, you talking about someone who was harming kids. And by the way, these are all a bunch of people who've been harming kids. And all of these people who've been harming kids been around kids. That's what this whole story is about, right? Okay. Well, watch this right here, fam. The news finally picked up on this situation. And guess who ended up showing up, y'all? I'm going to tell you ahead of time. The damn NAACP. So, whoa, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me with this Shiloh Hendrix video, you've got known Mayo, you got Dominant Society fundraisers, you got known tethers, and now you got the damn NAACP showing up? Let's just say for the sake of conversation, I told you guys that you're going to have an anti-black video pop up. And the main characters are going to be janky hairlines, okay, Boule, and the Dominant Society, and nothing FBA confirmed around any of this. What would you say? I already know what you'd say because we already know what they're trying to do. And the NAACP pulled up, and guess what, fam? The NAACP started throwing up fundraisers left and right. How you got GoFundMes and don't nobody know the family? Oh, and by the way, do you know that the NAACP, they put up their GoFundMe and it got taken down? And then on top of it getting taken down, y'all, you come to find out they were using stock photos. They were using stock photos because no one's telling you about the kid. Be honest with you, fam. We've also confirmed that the kid is of Somali descent. And we also found out that the kid, he plays with Mr. Pirate's kids. And I'm wondering, is it Mr. Pirate's son? There's a lot to break down, and we're going to do that. Watch this right here, Certified family. Here we go. Yes, indeed. One more time for your mind. Here we go, family. This is the news reports coming out of Minnesota. Boule, Mayo, tethers, all togethers. Here we are.
All day, and details continue to unfold tonight. It stems from a viral video showing a woman shouting racial slurs at a 5-year-old boy. Our Sonata McCall shares what she's learned from the man who shot the video and the community's response.
A video recorded at Roy Sutherland Playground is getting a lot of attention online, and it's even stirring up debate in Rochester. Now, the incident has sparked responses from local leaders and the NAACP, and it's reopened tough conversations about race and accountability in the community.
We haven't went anywhere. I'm in hiding.
Just 15 minutes into playtime, Shamake Omar heard a woman screaming and chasing a child. He says at first he thought it was playful, but then realized
15 minutes into playtime? Who was playing? Was it your kids? Is that child your child? Who was playing, y'all? Oh, by the way, now he's popping up. Oh, fam, I'm telling y'all, buckle up. Smash the like button. If you ain't smashed that like button, smash it right now and share this broadcast, family. We are about to go way deep into this story with full receipts. Not couldas, not wouldas, not maybes, not we'll have to figure it out. No, Black Alpha about to put down some undeniable facts on this case, and it's going to prove what we already know. All of this is an anti-Black tether scam with a little Mayo appearances on the side. Watch this.
otherwise once he heard racial slurs. 15 minutes into playtime, Shamake Omar heard a woman screaming and chasing a child. He says at first he thought it was playful, but then realized otherwise once he heard racial slurs being shouted. That's when he pulled out his phone to record.
You call him a child?
The fuck you talking
Did you
about?
call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him a... Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again?
The woman in the footage, Shiloh Hendrix, can be heard repeatedly shouting the N-word, even doubling down when confronted.
You don't have to wait for another adult to intervene when you see something like that. You have to do something about it yourself.
What was the experience of like for your kids to be hearing that slur?
Oh, they were traumatized.
You don't have to have context.
Whoa, wait a minute now. Whoa. Hold up, y'all. I hope you hearing this and following this, okay? Notice that they're talking about the child, but they're not really saying what his relationship to the child is. They're making it sound like he was just walking there, having a good time, don't really know what's going on, and then he just heard something. Listen further and you're going to find out what was really going down. And here comes Mr. Wale Abijapelida. Well, guess what, family? This man is Nigerian. Oh, more tethers. Damn. The more you look at this case, the further and further it gets away from FBA, y'all. The more FBA starts to go off into the background. This man is a non-FBA. Pirate is a non-FBA. This whole damn system is non-FBA. Look at the man's name. And then look as well. President of the NAACP in Rochester's branch. The same place where they advocate for Somalis to come here. Sounds like they were sitting down coming up with a little plot, plan, strategy, and tether scam.
You know, that you don't have to know the before or the after. That video basically said it all.
The 5-year...
You don't have to know the before and after. Let me ask y'all a question. Family, don't y'all want to know, or excuse me, do y'all, since I said question, and I already know the answer, but let me just ask. Do y'all want to know the before and afters? I know damn well I do. You see, notice whenever they say something like, oh, you don't need to know the before and after, you know what that's really saying is, right? We hiding something, and we don't want y'all asking no questions, because you might come back and find out that them hairlines ain't for real. You might find out them foreheads ain't ours. Yeah. This is why he's out there saying it. Don't be shocked when the NAACP comes out and says, oh, y'all don't really need to know the before and after.
So,
what was the experience of like for your kids to be hearing that slur?
Oh, they were traumatized.
You don't have to have context. What? You know, that you don't have to know the before or the after. That video basically said it all.
The 5-year-old autistic boy who is at the center of this video regularly plays at the park with Omar's children. He's remained anonymous along with his parents.
There you go. The child plays at the park with Omar's children. This is his Somali family. These are his buddies. I wouldn't be surprised if that child was his nephew, perhaps even his kid. I'm keeping that door open. Oh, yeah, that door's staying open. But however, now you hear it, family. You heard it now? Did you hear it finally, y'all? Did you catch that? There you go. That right there tells you what you just needed to hear. That child, has been playing with his kid. Why the hell did it take so long for that information to come out? Why did it take so long for that information to come out, family? I mean, they're sitting there breaking it down, but don't want to go there. Why did it take so long for us to find out that he had a relationship to the kid? They were trying to make it look like he was Somali on the spot. He was Somali on the spot who just did some very pro-black stuff. And now you see, quite frankly, none of that was real. Those were people that he's affiliated with. That was Somali and Somali. He ain't giving a damn about nothing black. He don't give a damn about racism. He's seen a situation where he can get a tether bag.
Oh.
The 5-year-old autistic boy who is at the center of this video regularly plays at the park with Omar's children. He's remained anonymous along with his parents. Both families now live in fear.
Families staying indoors now for now because they don't want to run into all the threats and all that stuff.
The family staying indoors now? How do you know? I thought you told us that the family was just somebody there. Remember in the video, you guys, in the video, he kept saying what? He kept saying, that kid. You said that to that kid? You said that to that kid? Why, family? In the video, was he talking about that kid in third and fourth person? Let me ask y'all one more time. Now, look at the difference. Now, you're flip-flopping, Mr. Pirate. Pirate, you're doing the pirate flip. Look at this, y'all. The pirate flip. Goddamn, Alpha. Notice now, in the video, he was talking about the kid in third person. He said, you call that kid? You're going to say that to that kid? Now we're seeing that he has a relationship with the kid's family. Now we're seeing that he knows who the kid is. Now we're seeing that the kid plays with his kids. They're all of Somali descent. So why in the video was he pretending to act like he didn't know who was what, where, what was coming from? Something ain't adding up in the building, in the place. Yeah, and then here come this tethered Nigerian guy representing the NAACP. Oh, it gets even worse than that, y'all. It's funny what the Black Alpha Network Certified Black Society can find when we do our research. Research brings receipts, and we got them.
Following the video's release, Omar's identity and workplace were leaked online, leading to death threats and resurfaced claims from a dismissed sexual misconduct case, which he says is being used to distract from the actual wrongdoing. Meanwhile, Hendrix launched a fundraiser, increasing its goal from $50,000 to $1 million, with donations surpassing $400,000, allegedly to relocate her family due to backlash.
A lot of people are supporting hate, but she has a lot of supporters.
Critics have reported the campaign to Give, Send, Go, a Christian-based fundraising.
Watch this, family, about this GoFundMe page is about to come full circle. Notice how he's talking about a GoFundMe. I might have a receipt that nobody's seen yet.
Site for hosting Hendrix's campaign. When asked for comment, the platform stated, quote, "We do not manage or speak on behalf of individual campaigns, but provide a space for people to share their stories and needs," end quote. To counter this, the NAACP Rochester branch started a separate fundraiser in support of the child and his family, raising over $150,000 of its $250,000 goal.
Family, that's a stock photo. That's a stock photo. They got that off of Google. They got a Google picture on this GoFundMe page. I'm not lying, family. That is a Google picture. They're using stock photos. Everything is very, very murky, very, very unclear about this case.
$1,000 of its $250,000 goal.
I'm certainly not looking for harm for the lady, but we're calling on her to be held accountable.
Even commenting on the fact that Hendrix was holding her own child while shouting racial slurs at another.
When the child is old, we'll see this. You know, I'm sorry that you had to go through that because you were also traumatized by the actions of your mother.
Sananda McCall, KIMT News 3.
Thank you, Sananda. And justice continues to be demanded in Rochester in response to Hendrix's actions. A demonstration is planned for Monday afternoon at noon in front of the Olmsted County Government Center, demanding justice for hate crimes and a call to arrest and charge Hendrix. It's being hosted by Rochester People's Action Community.
This is KTTC News.
Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Olivia Pronzinski in for Brock. KTTC is continuing to follow the latest after a video reportedly shot in a Rochester park.
Boom. Now, family, let's get to some of these receipts. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There it is. Okay. So first off, you've seen all of that. I mean, that's all the intel you need right there. Okay. That's all the intel you need. But we're going to take the intel even further, okay? Now let's go ahead and pull up some of the receipts from some of the things that we know for certain, all right? there's no FBAs involved in this. So let me just go ahead and put that on the table, okay? Now, as a lineage, heritage, and culture, what we have been doing is that we're always on the side of right, understand that. But this child is of Somali descent. The cameraman was of Somali descent. No one knows where the family is, what the family's on, none of that. But let me tell you what we do know for certain. We know for certain that the scam bag, the scamming is out there. Oh, yeah, the scamming is out there. Clear as day. Yes, the hell it is. Y'all look at this right here. All right. Shout out to a particular individual for this one. All right. Check this out. Here we go. Here we go. Certified all the time. Look at this. Here we go, you guys. The Rochester Police Department is aware of the video that was posted on social media and has received multiple calls related to it. It said Friday, "We are gathering information and actively looking into the matter." Omar said that when he saw the woman berating the child of Somali heritage. Rewind. The woman berating the child of Somali heritage, a background he shares. He intervened and he turned her apparent anger. She turned her apparent anger on him, using the slur repeatedly, which was captured on the video. There you go, family. There you go right there. The child of Somali heritage. And y'all know that he knows that family. That's why they were all there together. The child is of Somalian background. That's what it is. And that's okay. But here's the kicker, family. We're not going to allow Mr. Pirate to run around here and pretend that he's some type of freedom fighter when that community denounces anything black and they practice open anti-black American racism. You understand? This is what's really going on in the real world. We're getting more and more close to the true meaning behind all of this that you see right here, family. Oh, it's getting more and more real. It's getting more and more true. And we're seeing more and more facts come out. And the more facts come out, the more things are. The more things are, the more we call it out. Here's another one for you. Check this out. Shout out to the same source. Shamarki Omar, 30, recorded the video and told NBC News that he saw Hendrix call the child of Somali heritage a racist slur. Omar said he said the child has autism and that he knows the boy's parents. There you go. Who were supervising their other 3 children at the time. They were all hanging out. That child that in the video, he kept saying that kid, speaking in third, fourth, fifth person, almost acting like he was just Johnny Somali on the spot. Now what we're seeing, family, is that he knows the family. He was there and he was watching after the kid. Scamming tethers. Absolutely. Scamming tethers. Absolutely. As we draw even another step closer to what we already see in this video. It's getting more and more clear and more evident, family, that this has nothing to do with them trying to ride for anything that's of certain nature. This has everything to do with them sticking up for their own people. They're using foundational Black American energy so they can come up on a bag. This ain't no different than how those Latinos come around us. And what do they do, family, when they come around? What do? They come around foundational Black Americans and they pretend to care about anti-Black racism so they can get a bag. How about this one as well, you guys? This is the NAACP guy. Look at this. Look at the highlighted part. I was born in Nigeria. So you're Nigerian. By the way, I'm tired of these tethers out here talking about where they was born. Man, where you're from. All right, how about that one? Where you're from. Quit trying to talk that where I was born stuff, trying to separate it. That's where your ass is from, partner. All right? Don't even try it. Nice try, partner. Nigerian. So now you have the Nigerian NAACP. They're popping up in all of this. Now let's bring it all the way back again. Family, the receipts is crazy. Crazy. And shout out to a very few, because there's very few people that was really understanding this. We all was like, nah. All right. Shout out to all of us, fam, because we would have made ones on the front line like there's something funny about this whole situation. Let me show y'all more, okay? This is it. The Rochester branch of the NAACP, all right, said it has closed its fundraiser. Look, they closed it already, y'all. They closed their fundraiser for the child at the center of the viral racist slurs. Yes. So they already put it up and then they already closed it. Somebody explain this. Somebody explain this to me right now. How come the NAACP put up a very skeptical, sketchy fundraiser and then it disappeared? It disappeared as fast as it came, family. It disappeared as fast as it came. Hendrix started her own fundraiser, which stands at more than $640,000 as of 7:30 Sunday. Hendrix currently has a goal of $1 million. As a counter to Hendrix fundraiser, the Rochester branch of the NAACP started its own fundraiser in support of the child and his family. No one knows who the child is, family. Why do you think they're not telling you who the child and the family is? Why do you think? I'm going to tell you why. I'm just going to say it for what it really is. They know FBA standing on lineage business. So they feel it's better not to say nothing. Can we just go there, fam? Can we speak what's real in the field? Why do you think the NAACP are so hush about this child? Why do you think they're so hush about the connections that Pirate Man has with the child? Pirate Man just told you that that is his friends. He said those kids were being watched by him. How come in the video he was talking in third and fourth, fifth person trying to be distant? They did that because they know FBA going to be like, nah, we remember a lot of that anti-black racism, anti-FBA hatred that was coming from the Somali community. See, this is the thing, y'all. These people run around here all damn day long and they disrespect our lineage. They call us slurs. They talk reckless to us in our homeland. And then when they get a half of a situation where they get their Somali pirate wake-up call from Mayo Melissa, then they want to start playing black empowerment. Then they want to start playing Johnny Somali on the spot. Notice in the interview with the news station, he was talking about we all have to stand up and be there together. No, we ain't playing that. Because when FBA doing that, y'all tell us there ain't no damn problem. Y'all tell us to sit down. We ain't going for none of that. See, you're not going to be anti-FBA on Monday. And then when you see an opportunity to tether clout chase, then you want to be pro-FBA. They're hiding all the facts about this guy, about the family, and even about the child because they know FBA going to stand on business. And we're going to say, nah. See, two things can be real at the same time. And I'm just going to keep it all the way real. The W side of this, the dominant society, the male side, we already expected that. And the tether side, we already expected that. So what happens when you put a tether in a mayo, you get a Teo. So why you think we've been talking about the Teos, family? It's the same exact thing. We already expected what was going to go down. Yep, hold your own NUTs. Okay, that's what we saying. See, they talk all this reckless stuff about our lineage, fam. Tethers everywhere, every damn where, especially the Somalians, because they pop up and talk reckless about FBA. Now, out of nowhere, you want to talk about how you some freedom fighter. Nope. We ain't going for none of that. Nope. Hell nah. So the scam is what it is, and they putting it all on the line. Fam, it gets even worse. I'm telling y'all, buckle up. We in here deep. Everybody smash that like button. 1.2K in here. Y'all smash that like. This is about to be extra. You think these receipts are something? Shit, we just getting started. On the fundraisers page, the Rochester branch of the NAACP said, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who gave so generously in response to the painful and heartbreaking incident involving the young black child who was subjected to racial hate at a park. No! Anytime FBA talk about that, y'all tell us ain't a problem. See, there's no foundationals in none of this, fam. And they know that we're only going to be so far into this and so far invested in it if we don't see our lineage. We are in a delineation movement. And delineation means we're not coming to save any Johnny off the block who had one brush in with the dominant society, because we were telling them that the dominant society don't like you, and they was telling us we was wrong. So don't talk about painful and heartbreaking, because it ain't ever painful and heartbreaking when it happens to us. Where were y'all with Breonna Taylor? Where were y'all with Corinne Gaines, Eric Gardner, Jordan Davis? Where was you at then? So we ain't just going to be putting the cape on. That cape not coming on, that go for everybody. And then they end up saying, your compassion, your solidarity, your belief in love over hate has been overwhelming. Listen to this. Why is the NAACP talking on behalf of the family? Listen to what he's saying. Your compassion, your solidarity, your belief in love over hate have been overwhelming and deeply moving. He's talking like he's a spokesperson for the family. You know why? Because he is. That family, who are Somalian, ran to the Nigerian NAACP. Two tethers of a feather flock together. They prepared this statement so they can get FBA money. This is another thing to get FBA money, but you don't stand near FBA when FBA standing on FBA business. Hell no. There's a reason why they've been so hidden, so clandestine. They've been keeping all of this on the low because they know when we see them damn hairlines, at least 70% of Black Americans gonna drop out of giving a damn. See, our thing is supremacy. We can handle Miss Shiloh and supremacy without putting the cape on for Miss Pirate and Somalia. You see the difference? Let's go. They kept going. They didn't stop. Nah, family. They kept going. They kept talking. They kept running their mouth. The fundraiser had a goal of 150,000. It had accumulated a total of 341. Fam, FBA ain't on none of that. We ain't coming to help. Nope. In a statement released by the NAACP, they said that the family, it will be shared at a town hall. Look at this. Look at this, family. They already got town hall meetings and everything. Talking about accountability and the justice. Man, we ain't with none of that. I'm sorry. That ain't happening. Y'all better get the pirate community to come help you. Okay, Captain Jack or whatever the hell his name is, he can come save you. FBA ain't doing the damn thing. Nope. And here you go again, family, right here. The Rochester branch of the NAACP said it has closed its fundraiser. So you already see what they're on. And that's not the end of it. Hold on. Let me run this back. Check this out. Now let's get to Mr. Wale El Bajidi. Okay, Wale El Gajabidi, whatever. Please note that the NAACP Rochester branch in Minnesota is aware that this woman in question is raising funds on misleading narrative. We have contacted the fundraising platform to express our concerns. This is the Nigerian guy, everybody. This is the Nigerian man. There you go. Here comes the Nigerian man. Watch. He's got a whole thing. Look at him. We're going to put his receipts on the table. We're going to put it on the table. The NAACP put out a statement and a GoFundMe. Come on. You already know what they're doing with this right here. These are all the receipts, fam. As we go through these pages ain't nothing but receipts for everybody. And then I want y'all to see his old lady. Y'all look at his old lady. That's his main thing right there. That's his boo thing, fam. That's his boo thing. I want y'all to see. This is the Nigerian NAACP president. And he's representing Mr. Pirate Man. And they all want your FBA money. And it ain't funny. And when the folk head around, it ain't sunny. So you see who these people are, and you see all of this backdoor, back avenue game that they trying to play on you, fam. They trying to play this, y'all. We ain't with none of that. That's his boo thing. That's his boo thing, fam. FBA, we going to have to go ahead and do this delineation thing and just stay on over here, okay? It's just better that we do it this way. It's better we do it this way because there's nothing here, okay? What MC Breeze said, there ain't no future in your front. Ain't no future in your front, dog. Ain't none. But let me show y'all this as well. Going back to the video. Watch this. I want y'all to notice something that Mr. Pirate Man says that didn't get picked up on. Watch this right here.
Marky Omar says he started recording a now viral video of a woman shouting racial slurs at a 5-year-old special needs boy.
I thought she was going to deny it and walk away when there was a video and
this man going around doing all these interviews. This ain't nothing but the Somali Jesse Jackson. This ain't nothing but the Somali Jesse Jackson, y'all. Watch it.
she saw that I was recording. She doubled down and even tripled down now.
With a child of his own on the spectrum, Omar says he felt he was doing what he thought was right.
Did you catch that? How many of y'all caught that? With a child of his own on the spectrum? Whoa. Hold up. Let's go.
And even tripled down now.
With a child of his own on the spectrum, Omar says he felt he was doing what he thought was right.
When there was a video and she saw that I was recording, she doubled down and even tripled down now.
With a child of his own on the spectrum, Omar says he felt he was doing what he thought was right.
If nobody else is going to do it, I'm going to have to do it.
If nobody else is going to do it, I'm going to have to do it. This man out here acting like he's standing on super business. Man, get the hell out of here. Y'all caught that, though? Y'all heard that, right? With a child of his own on the spectrum, family, all that stuff where he was talking in 3rd, 4th, and 5th, he knows that kid. His child is on the spectrum. The child was on the spectrum. The other one, he's cool with the parents. He was supervising them. All of this was left out. Y'all know why they left all of this out? Because they understood when the facts came out, when the hairlines were showed, FBA was going to say, that's a Somali problem. Y'all going to have to hold your own NUTs. Yes, indeed. So it's very, very funny in the light with this individual. This individual is very, very skeptical. And now we've confirmed everything that we were already watching about this guy. We were already seeing that none of this adds up. None of this is true. Everything is on another end of the time that we're standing on. We're standing on FBA business, fam. FBA business ain't got nothing to do with none of that. None of that. So it's a whole different ball game. So you see it. Oh, yeah. I told y'all we got receipts. I told you that we had some extra special receipts about the case. Now, mind you, the whole goddamn country is talking about this case. Everybody in America is speaking about it. But us right here, Black Alpha Network, we in here deep, 1.3 thousand family in 1 hour, y'all. We're the ones who found the receipts. I tell y'all we move mountains. I tell y'all we hit different. I told you we got something special they can't even keep up with. So special that if you think that was good, now let's get to the real part. We see that this was a straight up tether scam. A straight up tether scam. There's no way around it anymore, okay? Nobody's going to play the game. This is a tether scam, this whole thing. So when we were sitting here talking about some of these things staged, and we've already highlighted and designated the filth that's coming from the dominant society, now let's go ahead and highlight some of the other side that's going on. Now let's talk about the other people, because this case gets even worse than that. This is a full-fledged tether scam, y'all. Full-fledged. This has taken a life of its own, shall I say, a life of its own. And then you got the Nigerian NAACP, and like we said, they're popping up trying to get involved. Y'all look at this right here. Let me show y'all this so you can see. Yeah, delineation, fam. That's what it is. FBA all damn day, standing on FBA business. Haters, get out the way. Check this out, y'all. This is what everyone's saying about that NAACP fundraiser. Check this out.
NAACP disabled new donations for their fundraiser. They just posted an update on their GoFundMe fundraiser page. And as you can see here, they're saying that the money will be given to the family in a trust account with the parents serving as executors. You're probably confused. What parents? The parents of the 5-year-old boy. And we have yet to see the parents of that boy. But that's
exactly. Listen to what he's saying. They got rid of the fundraiser and nobody's seen the parents of the boy.
Posted an update on their GoFundMe fundraiser page. And as you can see here, they're saying that the money will be given to the family in a trust account with the parents serving as executors. You're probably confused. What parents? The parents of the 5-year-old boy.
Did y'all catch that? Now, did you hear what he said? With the parents serving as executors. Notice that you didn't hear any of this, family, when they were talking about the NAACP statement. When the NAACP released their statement about all of this, they left out the whole part about the family. They left out the whole part about them being executors on this GoFundMe page, the fundraising. How you leave all that out, Mr. Mutombo? How all of that get left out? How it get left out that the family is working in conjunction with the NAACP and all of that money's for them, but they ain't showed themselves. We don't know who this family is. We have no clue who the family is. We're finally finding out who Mr. Pirate Man is. And he's got a filthy track record. His paperwork is dirty. He's got a paperwork of all types of crimes and everything, accused of whatnot. And now you're seeing what? You're seeing that the family has been working with the Nigerian NAACP. And notice in every interview, you're getting pieces. Fam, I had to show 5 interviews to get 2 pieces of evidence because everything's getting chopped up. They'll put one over here, they'll put one over there, they'll put one over there because they're hiding from us. They're hiding from us, family. They don't want you to see the family because when you see the family, you see the hairlines, you're going to remember all them damn things that them Somalians were saying about FBA. And then all that GoFundMe money ain't happening. You see, everything they're doing is deliberate. And I'm going to go ahead and show y'all even more. This lets you know nobody knows who the family is and the family don't want you to know.
And as you can see here, they're saying that the money will be given to the family in a trust account with the parents serving as executors. You're probably
family right there as executors, aka the people gonna get the bread.
Can anybody explain to me why this fundraiser has been disabled? It's been disabled for a day now. Now we have people, supporters all over the world trying to support this 5-year-old boy.
It's because nobody knows. Family, notice this. Hold on. Let me let Mr. buck his eyes one more time so I can hammer this point in. Watch this again.
It's been disabled for a day now. Now we have people, supporters all over the world trying to support this 5-year-old boy that was verbally attacked by Shiloh Hendrix in Rochester, Minnesota, but it's been disabled. Can anybody get in the comments and tell me why?
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you. I ain't got to get in the damn comments. All I got to do is let it be known. I'm going to tell you why. It's because they know FBA was on that damn ass. They know FBA was on that trail. Notice as soon as we start doing research, we start pulling paperwork, then the GoFundMe page disappeared. Then the NAACP went right in the back. Notice, y'all, soon as we started to ask questions, it disappears and goes away. It disappeared because they knew we was about to find out. They knew foundational Black Americans was about to find out what's going on. So the NAACP said, get that out of here. Drop it now, take the money, give it. See, they understood if it went on any further and we exposed that these people are non-FBA and that there's a whole scam going on, and we asked questions about why this pirate man was doing the video in the background and he was talking about the kid like he didn't know the kid. Then we found out that he not only knows the kid, he was supervising the kid and he's in with the family. And everyone is watching this occur. Then they said, get this done, y'all. We can't have this no more. They said, we can't have this no more. We got to run this out of the way. And there you see, dude right there bucking his eyes. He don't know why. Let me tell you something. When they buck their eyes, they act like they don't know why, but FBA does. This is nothing more than a tether scam. This is a tether scam, one in which we are so used to, and they're not used to us being able to see what they're up to, you guys. This is foundational Black Americans at work, okay? This is certified foundationals doing our certified foundational Black American thing. And the scam's been coming in left and right.
Newly released video by U.S.
Scams go with these people. Did y'all see this scam right here? Look at this. Look at this. How many of you guys seen this scam? Watch this right here, brothers and sisters. We know how these damn tethers be. Did y'all see this sophisticated marriage fraud? Did you see this with the tethers, y'all? Watch this.
Citizenship and Immigration captured federal agents arresting 10 foreign nationals who they say came to the Baltimore field office to fraudulently obtain a marriage license. The men all taken into custody during their interviews. Investigators announced indictments against 4 ringleaders, all U.S. citizens who were taken into custody last month.
Individuals who recruited, enticed, and groomed U.S. citizens, encouraged them to enter into fake relationships and fraudulent marriages.
Investigators said these 4 ringleaders weren't just grooming U.S. citizens in order to coordinate marriages, rather profiting significantly, charging foreign nationals up to $40,000 for arranged unions and generating upwards of $40 million in illicit proceeds. Newly released video by U.S. Citizenship and Immigration captured federal agents arresting 10 foreign nationals who they...
There you go. There you see it. We saw it. Family, look at them out there getting carried out. Look at them out there getting yoked up.
Agents arresting.
Look at that right there, fam. We know what they be up to. We know what they be up to, and they don't like the fact that we see them. We see all your tether schemes. You've been doing it for how damn long? How long they been out here running these tether games? And wasn't nobody saying nothing but FBA. Soon as FBA starts calling this stuff out, now they want to run the game and go backwards. No. So, fam, soon as we started understanding that this family wasn't on real time and it's just another tether scam. That's what this is. This is another tether scam, y'all. This individual saw an opportunity that he can use foundational Black Americans. Let me tell you what it is. They don't care about FBA until they can ride the wave of FBA. They know we're the ones out here standing on business. We're the ones out here going against the dominant society. They're puppets and mascots of the dominant society. This whole case is a situation where a male fentanyl person was running around here talking reckless. But let me tell you where it goes even further. The tether seen an opportunity where he said FBA makes a lot of waves fighting injustices. So let me try to go get some of that money. I suspect that this man is probably broke. I bet he's probably broke. I bet he doesn't have a lot of money, and he's scamming just like the tethers you seen there. So he did what he always does. They went full tail, everybody. That's what they did. They went full tail. And when you know they go tail, that's them getting that little pat on the head from the dominant society. So on one hand, you got the dominant society who wants to go and get them the little anti-Black American bag. And then on the opposite, you got the tails. And what do the tails want, y'all? They want them to go get some foundational Black Americans fight for rights. So I'm going to go ahead and try to fight for rights. That's what it's really about. They don't give a damn about none of that. And when I tell y'all that these people are desperate and they're trying hard, it ain't just him. Family, there's a hell of a lot of tethers who've been popping up and they've been trying to use this situation as a come up. You got to understand, y'all, these people try to come up off of what we create. It's not in them to fight anti-Blackness. Hell, they don't even want to be Black. It's not in them to stand on business. They can't stand on business in their homeland. They see that FBA has created this aura and this energy of we ain't playing around with nobody. And they know that they can try to latch themselves onto that, make it look like they're freedom fighters. See, now you're going to start seeing tethers pretending to be Malcolm X, pretending to be the Black Panthers, pretending to be Black Alpha. Watch, you're going to see all these tethers now who are going to be pretending that they standing on business against the dominant society. In reality, no. So you already see scam 1, scam 2, scam 3, scam 4. You already see the pirate, you see the pirate's assistant, you see the pirate's helper, and you see the pirate's family. Y'all look at this one. If you don't believe us that this whole Shiloh Hendrix situation has opened the door for tethers to come on in, watch this one. Family, did y'all see this tether right here who's trying to get a plane ticket back to Nigeria? Shiloh Hendrix, question, how did you do it? What did you do? All I'm asking for is $135,000. Yes, family, you're seeing it right. I have not adjusted your television screens, fam. This individual is using this case so she can start her a GoFundMe page. Yeah, the tethers want to get in on what foundational Black Americans have created about standing on business. And now you're starting to see the tethers flip-flop and try to say, well, hey, Shiloh, Mayos, how can I get in on that anti-Black money? I told everybody, watch this, family. This person is begging Shiloh Hendrix to help her get a bag so she can go back to Nigeria.
Listen, I'm just a mama trying to take care of kids, trying to take care of my family back home to Nigeria. I'm just trying to have a successful business. I just want to be what I need to be for my people, okay? I just want to be what I can be for myself, okay? If I'm okay to take care of you and take care of my kids. I mean, I'm just trying to be sincere as I can, and I think that being sincere ain't getting me nowhere. Like, what the Like, I get likes. I don't even get shares. I'm trying to figure out what the kind of life do I have? I have 6 kids, 2 adult kids. I have 2 kids that the dad.
She didn't even remember how many kids she had. Look, fam, she's forgetting. Man, these tethers are some scammers. She like, I got 2 kids. No, 4. No, wait. 5. No. Little Mutombo was Jolof's kid. I think I got 11. She said she got 8.5 kids, y'all. Watch, she don't even remember. She's forgetting her lines.
I have 6 kids, 2 adult kids. I have 2 kids that the dad has, and I have 2 kids that live with me. We trying to go. Me and the 2 kids. Okay, so this is our ticket. You know, that's our names and all of that. And this is how much it costs right here.
Look at this.
That's all we need. That's the only amount we need right now is for this ticket, you guys. People don't like when others is begging. But it's the same way when you're given, I don't know how to say it.
What the heck?
I really don't know what the to do. Like, I'm really just trying to get home. My daddy's surgery is $500. Our ticket is $5,000 and some dollars for one way. My rent haven't been paid. It's $1,250. So I was just gonna leave and pay that whatever I get from this GoFundMe. My lights is due this Friday. That's $289. And I have 2 kids in this house. I don't even have a job. I've been to every interview last week.
2 kids in the house. What the hell? 2 kids went to 3, 3 went to 7, 7 went to 40. How many kids do you have? I'm lost here, fam. I'm lost. Them kids is disappearing. I don't know what she talking about.
What do I need to do? What do I need to do? I will be in this room all day trying to do these TikToks, trying to get my word in my mouth to reach multiple people, and the TikToks trying to get my word in my mouth to reach multiple people. my word in my mouth to reach multiple people, and the
Hey, was she just bucking her lips? I ain't never seen nobody bucking their lips. I done seen all the damn eye bucking. She done bucked her lips, y'all. Watch that again. Watch that. She out here bucking her lips. My words in my mouth. She bucking her lips, y'all. These tellers done went crazy in 2025.
in this room all day trying to do these TikToks, trying to get my word in my mouth to reach multiple people, and the is about it all. All I'm trying to do is get back home, goddammit. I mean, like, what the okay, if you don't want to get for free, can you buy this? It's on TikTok shop. Berry Lux 1. Can you buy this?
Damn. Now she out here trying to sell some body oil. Man, FBA ain't buying that. You don't get the hell up out of here. FBA don't want none of that stuff. She got some bushmeat oil. She like, you just put it in, it attracts all the zebras will come. And you can get some zebras come and some elephants, man. You got to rub it right here, but the sun got to be in the right position. It's got to be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. Get the hell up out of here, y'all. But there you go. There you go, fam. See, again, another tether. You knew it. You knew tethers was going to be scamming, plotting, and strategizing, trying to get in on all of this, fam. This is what you're talking about. You got another broke tether trying to get FBA money, running to the NAACP, who are more tethers, trying to come up off of us. We suspected that these videos were fake. We've confirmed it. We suspected that tethers were going to scam. We've confirmed it. We also suspected that these tethers were broke with no damn money. They're confirming it. And when I tell everybody that these tethers are out here and they're really trying to steal foundational Black American culture, they're really trying to scam this whole situation. See, they seen a bag in this viral video. This viral video, everybody, is a bag to them. They don't give a damn about nothing other than getting paid. That's what it's really about. They want to get some money. They want a quick little come up, and they want to get it off of foundational Black Americans out here in these streets. That's what all this is about. That's what it will always be about. Where you see a tether, you see scamming. Where you see scamming, you see a tether. You can put them together hand in hand, ain't a damn thing about it. But you see that they have stories about 6 kids, 7 kids. They trying to get back home, trying to run back around. They don't know where to go. I'm going to go ahead and show you, family. This is what they talking about. This is what they saying. This is what they really feel about everything. And it don't add up. It don't show nothing. And it, quite frankly, y'all, is embarrassing the tether community more than they've already been embarrassed. This was the main thing that this individual ended up putting out. And it shows you what we already knew. This is her little thing. I need your help. I'm a single mom of 2, a businesswoman and a daughter trying to save her dad's life. I'm raising $135K to rebuild my life and businesses in Nigeria and cover my dad's life-saving surgery. But right now, I just need the first $20,000 to get started. 3 tickets to Nigeria. Startup costs to relaunch my businesses. First payment towards my dad's surgery. If 2,000 people gave $10, we'd be funded. 2,000 people gave $10. This is not Dan Roland Martin. I believe in miracles, but I believe in people more. Man, I'm telling y'all, tethers will come up with anything to get some of that FBA money. That's what they'll do, family. They'll do anything, say anything at any day of the week so they can get foundational Black Americans to lend them something. They want us to pay for their tetherisms, but they don't ever do a damn thing in no other area of life. You understand? So you see what it is, and we're not rocking with them. No. We're making sure everybody has to get it on their own. And I don't know what's so bad about that. What's wrong about making people get it on their own? What's wrong about making people stand on it? What's wrong with somebody doing for self? That's the damn problem with these people. They always worried about not doing for self. They're always worried about getting what we have. They're always worried about foundational Black American business. Don't worry about foundational Black American business. You better be worrying about your own business, because if you handled your own business, you wouldn't be in ours. And when I tell y'all we know these people are broke, we said these people ain't got nothing, we said these people are crashing out, man, I mean every last word of that. So much to the point. Family, do y'all know, Black Alpha Exclusive, there's 2 GoFundMe pages. It's not just the males, it's also the tethers. So this whole video, this whole viral thing is nothing more than a scam that we've already confirmed. And Mr. Pirate, after doing his interviews, us catching him in his tether lies, all his tether deceit, he did a couple little videos on TikTok again. And y'all remember in the video, he said, let's see how people on the internet care about you. He said nothing about the police, right? Okay. Well, let me show y'all why he said that. Checkmate. Get ready for this, family. This is the exclusive that I was telling y'all about. And when I say that we have ultrally confirmed that this tether pirate was scamming this whole damn video so he can get your FBA money, y'all sit back and enjoy. Here we go.
Video of that racist woman. Hi, my name is Sharmarke Umar. I'm the guy who recorded that video of that racist woman that was insulting a 5-year-old child at the park here in Rochester, Minnesota. May I remind you guys, I have a clean criminal record.
What?
I've never committed a crime in my life.
What? Why you pivot to that, bro? Wait a minute now. Notice, fam. Soon as he starts talking about the child, he immediately starts talking about his record. I thought this was about the kid. Oh, look like you trying to get some money. You trying to get some tether scam money, ain't you, bro? Watch this, family. Oh, by the way, this just broke yesterday. Nobody has seen this other than us. This is a Black Alpha Network exclusive right here. Smash that like button, y'all. It gets worse.
May I remind you guys, I have a clean criminal record. I've never committed a crime in my life. I am being punished for standing up, speaking up for a child. My address got leaked, my phone got leaked. I'm getting threats by the minute. I have 4 children. The youngest one.
Oh, now he's talking about his kids. Wasn't the tether lady a minute ago talking about her 8 kids, her 8 3/4 children? Fam, now he ain't even talking about the video. He ain't talking about anti-blackness. Remember when he did that little interview on the news up there? He was saying, somebody has to do it. One of us has to stand up. He was trying to act like he was FBA. He was trying to act like he was certified. Now when the cameras is gone and he don't have to run that cosplay no more, now he's saying what he really feels. He's about to start begging for money, everybody. Yes, I promise you, the receipts in which we have found today, y'all, are thorough as ever. This is why I say we are the voice of empowerment. Smash that damn like button right now, everybody. Right now. Watch this, family. This is what it was always about.
On the spectrum. He needs to go play outside every day.
He's starting to sound like Austin Metcalf's dad. They hurt my family. My family's hurt. He's starting to sound like Shiloh. Same game.
I have 4 children. The youngest one on the spectrum. He needs to go play outside every day. He can't anymore. So, doing the right thing gets you punished, and doing the wrong thing gets you rewarded. Make that make sense, America. Well, I gotta say this. I was accused of a crime, false accusation, dismissed. What does that have to do with what that woman has done? What does that have to do with? I'm not a criminal. No. So, why you keep running that fake? You wanted it to be true? Is that what you wanted?
Why is he talking about himself? What about the kid? Funny how he ain't talking about racism no more. He ain't talking about supremacy no more. Notice how supremacy done disappeared out his vocabulary. He trying to clear his name. What you trying to clear your name for, bruh? Oh, is it money? Are you trying to do what the NAACP did? I told everybody. They trying to get some of that anti-FBA donation money. They're trying to get the money that Shiloh was getting. They're trying to tether clout chase off our lineage.
Well, it is not. So, if you and every single person that believes that way, I'm a family man, my children are at home, very nice. They're eating good. So, you.
Seeing is believing. I have never seen anybody be racist.
Stop. Family, watch this. Oh, he been making videos. I found all of this yesterday, family, at about 3 a.m, okay? Yeah, Black Alpha Research receipts, fam. Always 100. Now look at this. The first two videos, he's talking about, I'm a good man, clearing my name. All of a sudden, he ain't talking about race no more. All of a sudden, he ain't talking about justice no more. He's trying to set it up to ask for money. Family, watch the two videos. The first one was a setup so he can ask for your money. The second one was a setup so he can ask for your money. This tether wants your FBA wallet. This tether wants your FBA bank account. Y'all know we know tethers better than tethers know tethers. We know what the scam looked like. We damn sure know what it smelled like. And we can see that this is what he's trying to do. Watch this video right here. Family, he's showing you the video of when he followed that woman to the car. Doesn't this look like it's overdubbed? Just like the two Mayo ladies? Does the audio sync up with the video, or did he go home and do another voiceover? They trying to get that FBA money.
Seeing is believing. I have never seen anybody be racist to a child on the spectrum of autism. Today, this is her.
Today, this is her. Look at this. You can't make this up, fam. You can't make this up. This man went back home and did an overdub video. He went back home and did an overdub video, y'all. This man is trying to scam. This is all a plot and a plan from a tether.
At home, very nice. They're eating good, so you.
Seeing is believing. I have never seen anybody be racist to a child on the spectrum of autism. Today, this is her. See,
that's not a real video, fam. Notice you never saw this video. Notice, y'all, you never saw this video. They didn't show you this video. They only show you the one at the park. Look at this overdub video. This is Tether Productions. I told you about these Teos. You're going to see a Mayo and a Tether, and you're going to get a Teo. Look at this. This is her. This is it. How the hell do they got all this technology to do overdubs? How in the hell do they got all this money to go and do overdubs, but yet they begging us for something? Now here we go. First video, trying to clear his name. He wants your money. A setup. Second video, trying to clear his name so he can get your money. Third video, he overdubs it. And what do you think 1 and 2 leads to, y'all? It leads to what they really want. Confirmed right now, as I speak, Black Alpha Network exclusive, #1 activist, #1 channel. Watch this here, y'all. This is what it was really about the whole damn time. This ain't nothing but a damn tether scam because they want your foundational Black American paper. Here we go.
seeing is believing. I have never seen anybody be racist to a child on the spectrum of autism. Today, this is her.
I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to work anymore. Because
whoa, what? Black Alpha, did you find a video of him saying he don't want to work anymore? Black Alpha, did you find a video of him saying that he wants to go back home? Black Alpha, did you find a video of him saying he's ready to leave? Black Alpha, come to the front of the room and tell everybody what you've seen about this guy. And does it add up to the scam? Hell yeah, it does.
Of autism. Today, this is her.
I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to work anymore. Because I'm working every day very hard and I never had money. I never had money. I never had money.
I never had money.
Damn right. When I say certified, I mean certified. Did we just crack the case that the whole damn country can't crack, y'all? Did we just get to the bottom of something that the whole damn country can't? Is the whole country up in arms about this? And did little old black society over here certified prove everything? You damn right we did. This man said he does not have any money and he wants your money. This was all a scam. The video was fake, covered up by the NAACP so the Mayos can get their damn money and then the Tethers can try to get your goddamn money. Easy work like a part-time job. Tell us one more time, Mr. Pirate.
Her. Seeing is believing. I have never seen anybody be racist to a child on the spectrum of autism. Today, this is her.
I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to work anymore. Because I'm working every day very hard, and I never had money. I never had money. I never had money.
I never had money.
So everything is expensive.
There it is, and there it goes. Told you I'm number one, baby. I told you I'm number one, boy. It's like Ali in his prime. There they go. This is what I'm talking about, family. This is what we saying. The whole damn country's trying to figure out this case. We just solved it. The whole damn country trying to figure it out. We already got the answers. The whole damn country is about 3 miles behind us, and FBA's out in front of everything. Leave it up to FBA. That's a foundational Black American, certified Black society to solve every damn thing. But if you think that was bad, I know y'all over there like, damn, it can't be another receipt. You goddamn right it is, because y'all know this Black Alpha. Y'all know y'all know I'm crazy with it. So watch this right here, family. Y'all want to see another one? Here we go. More receipts, more receipts. What they say? More money, more money, more money, more receipts, more receipts, more receipts on that ass, y'all. This has been a plot and a plan and a strategy from day one. And I'm going to show y'all how it got even worse than that right there. And yes, the slowdown was hilarious. I don't have no money. I can't get no money. Somebody get it for me. Yep. Do y'all know that on top of everything I just showed y'all, this man has officially set up a what? A GoFundMe account. There you go, y'all. This for all the certifieds who know what time it is. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The man got a damn GoFundMe page. He speaks up and he needs your help now. Not later. He needs your help now. Just like Mrs. Mayo got her a GoFundMe, so did Mr. Tetherman. He set up his own GoFundMe account, and he said he needs the help of all of y'all. And this is what this was really about. There it is again, y'all. Right there. Somebody wrote him and said, go home. He said, I can't. Need money. So maybe this video was because he need money. Maybe it's a scam because he need money. Maybe that forehead going back because he needs money. And here you go. Checkmate, 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 checkmate. There it is, family. The man set up a GoFundMe. So you got a GoFundMe on both sides. What he need a GoFundMe for? Notice you're hearing less and less and less about supremacy and more and more and more about money. Help Shamarke Omar and his family be protected from the backlash of stepping up and being a hero for speaking up in the Rochester, Minnesota community. Trying to do the right thing ruined my life. Rewind. Trying to do the right thing ruined my life. And ever since he posted showing awareness, I'm being punished. My address, my phone number is being shared on social media. I have been bombarded with threats. I no longer feel safe. My children can't go outside anymore. Somebody said, go fund flee. If you don't stop, go fund flee. Damn. Go fund flee. That's the funniest thing I done heard in weeks, y'all. Goodness. There you go. I told you guys, this was a scam from the jump. This was a scam from the giddy up. Dude wanted paper the whole time. This is what it's always been about. This ain't got nothing to do with anything other than paper, other than dollar bills. This man wants what you have because he can't get it on his own. That's what it is. Look at, he wrote a whole thing, y'all. My name, that's the Shiloh chick. Now look at the Shiloh chick, right? Y'all see Shiloh's? That's Shiloh's GoFundMe. That is Mr. Pirate's GoFundMe. There go Shiloh. There go Tetherman. There goes Shiloh. There go Tetherman. There goes Ateo. Because was staged, family? Of course it was. And it shows you absolutely what we've been breaking down. They want that bag, and they see a come up off of these situations. Look at that right there. Dude says he needs to go home. He said he needs to go home, and he said, I can't because I don't have any money. You can't run that back any more ways, family. How many more ways can you run that back? Dude said he can't go home. He needs money. He said he was broke. Didn't we say that the tether was broke? We said the tether was broke, y'all. We said the tether was scamming. We said this was all a plot, plan, scheme, strategy. And then voila, you get that right there. There it is, y'all. You get that right there. You get that right there. And we see it. He sees it. Everybody sees it. And as we say all the time on the Black Alpha Network, but wait, there's more. Did you know we found the video of him complaining about him not getting any money when he went to do a truck job in Aurora, Colorado? Yeah. Look at him complaining about him not receiving enough money. Here it is.
iska nacbadan yihiin mujida saaxiib Aurora, Colorado. Parking gaari walba waa $22 waay. Ani meesha maxay ugu qoran jirtaa?
Look at that.
Waa gifted, waa gift. Yeah. Ujeedo beedka xataa. So nacnacda iga dhaafa brother.
He's mad.
Daxna ii sheego si fiican oo wanaag la ii weydiiso laakiin my friend Jojo Soomaalida waa iska.
He got a $22. 22. He's complaining about $22, y'all. He's complaining about $22. You see what we talking about? This man is breaking down over $22. Can't go home. He's sitting here scheming. It ain't working. Bushmeat all in the air. And Black Alpha exposed it all. Let's go on to it, fam. Look at this right here. Was I up late last night? Hell yeah. There goes his GoFundMe. Did I go ahead and screen record it and pull up the screenshots? Yeah. He speaks up. Now needs your help. He's raised $1.5 thousand. He got a $50,000 goal. Are any of y'all gonna donate? How many of y'all gonna give him some money? Are you gonna give him a hell to the no? I think I already know your answer though. Yes. Look at that. That's his GoFundMe. There we go. So while everybody's tripping about the dominant society, this man got his own GoFundMe as well. Boy, y'all lighting him up in the chat. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Chat on fire. Chat on fire right now. Y'all know we stop the earth, fam, when we get to going. He needs to get the F out of Aurora, Colorado. I know you. I feel you on that one. Ungrateful tether. Absolutely. Wait, say that's his New Year's back pay. Hell no, hell no, hell no. Look at that. Put up the picture. He got the picture up. The man started his own GoFundMe. So when we say that GoFundMe is the hustle now, when someone practices anti-Black American hatred, you can't put this on us. You can't put this on us. This wasn't even a Black American. And everybody got some. They only doing this based on us standing on business for Carmelo. We stood on business for Carmelo, and now you see this right here. Loading it up, y'all. Breaking it down, fam. Keeping it thorough. The man has his own GoFundMe. What they say? When I say the Tether got his own GoFundMe, I mean the Tether got his own GoFundMe. The man is pulling it out right there, and they are upset because we have exposed them. I don't see how you can come back from this one. This is it. And mind you, let me tell you guys something right now. What we're doing, we're talking about something that literally the whole country is not talking about. Us right here, all 1.4 thousand of us in this room, we're talking about something on the biggest platform that nobody else is talking about. Give yourself a round of applause, brothers and sisters. We always make history on this channel. We're making it again. That is it. You see it. He's got his GoFundMe right there on his TikTok. Right there. He says traveling is a must if you want to get out of the bubble. Yeah, you mean fleeing. Fleeing is a must if you want to get out of trouble. Fleeing isn't a must. Fleeing is a must. You got a few missing syllables there. Fleeing is a must if you want to get out of trouble. I see what it is. You see what it is. They see what it is. And we know what it is. There you go, brothers and sisters. There you go. We've done it again, y'all. We've done it again right here on the Black Alpha Network, exposing the whole situation. There it is. There it goes. We are always on top. We are the only certifieds. We're the ones who break it down, and we are the ones who always win. And how do we win? We win all the time by a knockout. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, without a doubt. Boom. Damn, y'all. I'm talking about fam. We still like in the almost middle of the show. We ain't even got to the middle of the show yet. You feel me? So what does that tell you? So notice how I systematically and methodically broke all of that down. We analyzed the video. This is what you get on the Black Alpha Network. Number one, y'all. I sat there and pulled that up, but I pulled it up because I wanted to see what you guys were going to say. And I seen what y'all were saying, and y'all were out there just boom, everything y'all was saying. Basically, what I'm trying to say is everything that you guys said in the chat in the beginning of the show, did y'all not just confirm it? Tell me that Certified Black Society, every last one of my brothers and sisters right now, tell me y'all not always right. If anybody's watching this now, go back to the beginning of the video, look at the chat, look at everything the chat was saying when we showed the video, and look how it ended. It ended with him confirming everything that you guys said. You guys are always right. You guys are always on point. You guys are always ahead of the curve, and can't nobody see you. They can't see you if you standing next to them. Y'all can dance on the water and not get wet. That's how thorough y'all are, okay? And y'all did it on Sunday. Because the reason why I saw this is because we broke it down on Sunday, and I was looking at the chat, and I was like, damn, y'all was making some crazy points. Y'all was like, nah, I don't believe the video. Nah, that's cap. Where's that at? Where's that at? What's your motive? Y'all was like, who that guy behind the camera? So y'all were doing your own research, your own studying, and then we broke it all the way down, and every single goddamn thing you suspected has been confirmed. Tether, scam, mail, tether, tail, and they flock together. That part. You see what I'm talking about. Mama said, knock you out. There you go. I like that. Shout out. Yes, indeed. So you can already see what we did, fam, is methodically and surgically break this down. We showed the videos that were skipping frames. We showed all of the things that don't add up, the hidden parts in the news articles, the fact that he's in with the family, he's in with the kids, okay? This is a Somalian, all right? The child is Somalian. He's a Somalian. He used this opportunity to create some type of racial wave that foundational Black Americans have done. Remember, y'all, they didn't do this until we stood up. Everybody pretends to be some type of freedom fighter when they see what foundational Black Americans are doing. This whole country is okay with being puppets and mascots and being subservient to the dominant society and the system of supremacy. They're okay with it. And when I tell you they're okay with it, fam, that shows you that they see us, and now there's money based on what we're doing. What we did, though, now is we're not allowing them to eat off of the wave in which we created of being certified on business. They can't get in on that. We're not allowing nobody to get in on none of that. See, right now, what we just did, y'all, we just stopped the tether. We stopped the tether. You want to talk about delineation? You want to see how delineation works? Look at delineation right there. Delineation stopped them from milking our event. Why did the NAACP drop that GoFundMe page? Because the NAACP seen that we were here. They said, nope, FBA is getting too close. We're done. They packed it up and they left. Why did this man have a little GoFundMe page? Nobody's talking about it. Because FBA's out here regulating and they're being watched and observed. See, when you watch and observe somebody, they know they can't do nothing about it. And that's what we just did right there. Fam, we stopped all of that. We nullified all of that. We neutralized all of that. So don't tell me delineation doesn't work, and don't tell me that these people aren't afraid. We just checked the NAACP, we checked the hairlines, we checked the pirate, we checked the Nigerian, everybody. You're not eating off of us. You're not eating off of us. You just ain't. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. One thing you will not do is eat off of certified foundational Black Americans. So let's break this down in a frame. This video ended up occurring. You have a racist W woman at a park who was throwing racial slurs at a Somalian child. This guy who's with the Somalian child pulled out his camera and he recorded it so he could pretend like he was some type of good Samaritan. He was trying to pretend like he was a good Samaritan on the spot. He didn't really want to tell everybody that he was the main one who was with the child because that would blow his cover. And we pulled that out and we ended up exposing him for that. He makes this video, it goes viral. What ends up happening is that the male community ends up supporting her. She ends up getting all of that money from the male community. Then all the tethers were wondering. The tether said, well, How can the males be getting all this anti-black money? They want some. Y'all notice, fam, why we be checking tethers. Notice why we be checking tethers. Understand that the tether scene, Miss Mayo get all that money, and then they want the money. They don't give a damn about anti-blackness. They don't give a damn about racism. They don't give a damn about supremacy. The tethers want them same anti-black donations that the W woman Shiloh got. That's what it is. The tethers were sitting there watching her cake up and get that $700,000 based off of anti-blackness. And they said, how come we can't get none? Because we're anti-black too. You're dealing with two anti-foundational black American communities. You're dealing with the dominant society and you're dealing with the tethers. And both wise in this video, they use that so they can try to get some paper. That's all that is. Don't let nobody tell you different. This man was trying to get some money based off of anti-blackness, the same way she was trying to get some money based off of anti-blackness. This is what this is all about. Both sides trying to get some paper. That's it. And no one, again, cares about real things of sincerity other than us. Now, we stood up and we held it down because we'll always stand up for any child that's being disrespected. And we'll always regulate supremacy. But when you get beyond that, and you get into the details, they community gonna have to hold their own. They community gonna have to hold their own. We ain't holding nothing for nobody. And they don't like the fact, fam, that we just checked everything. They lost out on all that money. Trust me, fam, they invested a lot in this. And I guarantee you, fam, let me tell you what this ended up doing. This basically ended up making foundational black Americans even more on code. This basically made foundational black Americans even more certified. Now what we've seen is, okay, the tethers are trying to get some of that donation money, and so are the dominant society. So you got two people that are trying to exploit this situation. You've got two groups that are exploiting anti-black American hatred, the dominant society and the tethers, both of them. If you look at the two people that were present in that video, you got the W woman Shiloh. She said something racist, put up a GoFundMe page so she can get paid off of anti-black American hatred. Then you have the tether guy, Mr. Pirate. He camcorded or whatever the hell, he filmed a woman saying something anti-black, and then he put up a GoFundMe page. These people aren't here for anything else, but we here for business. Yeah, they. And more people been coming out trying to run these hustles, trying to run these scams. But we check them at the door. We check Mr. Mayo, we check Mrs. Mayo, we check Mr. Tether, we check Mrs. Tether. All the tails get rounded up, sent back home. You ain't even got to call Tom home and family because we sending them back home just by checking them. And then these people start popping up now, y'all. And a lot of these people believe that they can run games on FBA that, quite frankly, we're not going for. And by the way, y'all, it was a very interesting time because who was out here celebrating Cinco de Mayo? Not too many people. But notice this, fam. These people been trying to get in on us as well. Black history is Mexican history. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Watch this right here. They are trying to scheme.
Black people, did you?
Here it goes. Checkmate.
You guys know that Cinco de Mayo is also part of your fight?
And to my fellow Mexicans, some of you guys want to celebrate our culture but stay quiet on anti-blackness. When Cinco de Mayo is a proven factor of what happens when we unite and come together. Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day, but it is a huge battle and a huge win for Black and Mexican history. But we unite as one and call it Mexican history. In 1862.
Whoa, say that one more time, Ms. Jorge. Did you just say that Black American history and Mexican history are the same? This is the definition of tether talk.
Did you guys know that Cinco de Mayo is also part of your fight?
And to my fellow Mexicans, some of you guys want to celebrate our culture but stay quiet on anti-blackness. When Cinco de Mayo is a proven factor of what happens when we unite and come together. Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day, but it is a huge battle and a huge win for Black and Mexican history. But we unite as one and call it Mexican history.
No, it's not. It ain't got nothing to do with certified foundational Black Americans at all. Nice try, Ms. Jorge. That ain't gonna work. Listen to what she just said, fam. She said it's both of ours. We'll just keep it at our house. You notice that, right? Did you pick up on that, family? Watch it again. She tries to say it's both of ours, but we just gonna call it Mexican. Ain't no it's Black American and Mexican, but we gonna call it Mexican. That don't work.
Factor of what happens when we unite and come together. Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day, but it is a huge battle and a huge win for Black and Mexican history. But we unite as one and call it Mexican history. What? In 1862, La Batalla de Puebla. 33 years after Mexico became a country and it abolished slavery. The French military, led by Napoleon, decided to go find more slaves. So they went to a nearby town called Puebla. Puebla was heavily populated by Afro-Mexicans and indigenous Mexicans. Now, this is during the time that a lot of the black slaves were fleeing to the south, which the south was Mexico. The Mexican military was on the border.
Notice what she said, y'all? Notice that right there. Did y'all catch that right there? Blacks were fleeing to the south. Notice that, family. Blacks were fleeing to the south. Watch the way they throw these little lines in there. None of this is true at all. Watch the way she's trying to flip it up and spin it. This ain't going to work neither.
During the time that a lot of the black slaves were fleeing to the south, which the south was Mexico, the Mexican military was on the border protecting these black slaves so the slave owners wouldn't cross to come and try to take them back. And
that's not true. That's not true, y'all. We talk about that all the time. This notion that black people were running down to Mexico and Mexicans were saving us. Mexico had slavery, okay? Stop playing. What it really was is that the black Americans were clicked in with the black South Americans because we didn't have a border because we had already been there for thousands of years, okay? A lot of them kinfolk was on the other side of that border. They weren't down there running to Pedro. They was going down there kicking it with mama and them, brother and them, cousin and them. This thing where we had a presence in America, but we didn't have a presence south of the border, that doesn't make any sense because we didn't have a presence across this whole landmass from day one. That's what this is really about.
Napoleon saw an opportunity to get more slaves for free. But you see, when he led the French military into Puebla, regular civilians came together, African slaves who are now Mexicans and indigenous Mexicans, and whooped the French's butt. If you went to
African slaves who are now Mexican, boy, she tethering all this up, ain't she?
He led the French military into Puebla. Regular civilians came together, African slaves who are now Mexicans and indigenous Mexicans, and whooped the French's butt. If you went to the school in the United States, you're not going to learn about our unity because time and time again, we have shown that when we unite, we defeat the people that try to conquer us.
No, y'all want to be classified as the people. You're not going to sit here and act like you don't classify as those individuals. See, this is why us being on business is so certified, everybody. There used to be a time where this type of jargon would work. This goes nowhere. This goes nowhere. No one's talking about this. By the way, Cinco de Mayo was what? Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? Who gave a damn about Cinco de Mayo? No one even cared. Y'all see how all the wind is out of those sails. Nobody's running around here talking about Cinco de Mayo at all. That was just completely forgotten. So this is why on this day, fam, when have they ever wanted to associate Cinco de Mayo with Black Americans? Y'all tell me that now. When have they ever tried to combine Black Americans with Cinco de Mayo? They've never done that before. There must be a reason why they're trying to combine the two of them. Could it be that that holds no weight and no one really even gives a damn anymore? So they're ultra desperate to try to say, damn, no one cares about Cinco de Mayo. Let's do what we do every time we're in a jam. Let's try to go and get Black Americans to save Cinco de Mayo. Are they trying to get us to save Cinco de Mayo, everybody? This is what this is starting to really look like to me. This looks like they're desperate to get Black Americans to come and help Cinco de Mayo because just like a lot of things for them, they fell off. Cinco de Mayo fell off, everybody. It fell completely off, and they're trying to get us to save it. You never would have seen them trying to associate us with this.
All this Latino hate from the Black community and all this anti-Blackness from the Latino community needs to come to an end when you guys realize that we're one and the same. Make sure you guys enjoy Cinco de Mayo.
Notice they only throw themselves in there so we don't catch it. All right, they always say, well, you know, the hatred on both sides. In reality, they want to dump it straight on us, but they know they're not allowed to do that.
People that try to conquer us. All this Latino hate from the Black community and all this anti-Blackness from the Latino community needs to come to an end when you guys realize that we're one and the same. Make sure you guys enjoy Cinco de Mayo and remember where our roots come from. And remember,
yep, mine are right here in the good old USA and yours are right on down there in Mexico. And you need FBA to come and help you because Cinco de Mayo fell off. Cinco de Mayo, nobody was even talking about that yesterday. And remember, y'all, absolutely. Yep, you damn right. They shut down all those Cinco de Mayo parades. They shut them down because ICE was out there. ICE was like, man, I'm waiting on these people. I dare you to go out there and have a parade. That's what Cinco de Mayo was about. They stayed in the house. They was in the house on Cinco de Mayo. They was probably underneath the bed. They knew not to come out for Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo sank. It Cinco de Mayo straight to the bottom of the ocean. Cinco de Mayo fell off. Remember a few years ago, they'd be like, this is our holiday. This represents our land. This is about Mexicanos. Now they out here saying black folks, it's kind of like yours too, right? We all have Cinco de Mayo for everyone. They try to all lives matter Cinco de Mayo. They try to all Cinco de Mayos matter. That's what they was trying to do, y'all. All Cinco de Mayos matter. We don't want that. You had that. We don't give a damn about none of that, family. No, keep that over there. So you know it's a cold day and tetherism isn't working when Mexicans want to associate and tangle us in to Cinco de Mayo. They didn't even want W's doing that. Remember they was going around saying you guys need to quit celebrating Cinco de Mayo, it's a Mexican holiday. Now they're popping up trying to say black folks, it's about us. You know what? It's crazy. Ain't that reverse tethering? See, typically they're trying to tether into our holidays. Now they're trying to get us to tether onto them. They're trying to make us tethers. You know that we have canceled and ended all the tethers when the tethers truly want to get in on our holidays and now they want us in on theirs. That's bad. That's bad. I've never seen that before. But things are not going good for none of the tethers out here, fam. That right there is an indication of, quite frankly, where they are. That shows you their social settings and where they are in the United States of America. They have nothing going for them. The only thing that people really are knowing them for is getting snatched up. So the same way we ran out Mr. Pirate and Somalians and the Nigerian people, that's the same exact way that we doing all of these other folks. You're not going to fool FBA. That is just not going to happen. Tethers are running out of time. Tethers, all that tetherism stuff is, quite frankly, it's not hitting like it used to. It's not hitting. We've, quite frankly, y'all, we've made a lot of that tether money dry up. A lot of that tether money has dried completely up, and they don't really have anywhere to go. Instead of seeing Cinco de Mayo, what you've truly been seeing, y'all, is you've been seeing more of this right here. Let me tell you what Cinco de Mayo has been replaced with. All right. Again, everybody's down bad except for FBA. Everybody's down bad. Watch this, fam. Did you see more Cinco de Mayo or did you see more of this?
Pero hasta que venga mi abogada voy a hablar.
No pueden forzar la puerta, no pueden quebrarla.
No pueden hacer nada, como estoy grabando. Pues sí, una orden.
No.
Puedo abrir la puerta, ¿entiendes?
Sí.
Pero no.
Sí, pero cuando está presente mi abogada, lo van a quebrar, dice.
Lo van a quebrar ya ahorita, dice. Ok, voy a grabar video por si acaso sucede. Ok, gracias.
Here come, y'all. Batter up. One more time. Look at the way he starts swinging. Hey, he looked like Thor.
Okay, voy a grabar video.
He's swinging that like damn Thor's hammer.
Okay, gracias.
Bueno.
Ice de Mayo, I see you. Cinco this. De Mayo this.
I can't reach it. It's up by her.
Here you go. Nos sacaron forzadamente. A mí y a mi esposo. Me jalaron duro del carro. Nos jalaron.
Damn. Family, what is this? Glass shattering video number 50? Damn, how many more? Remember though, Cinco de Mayo is going to be like both of ours. They'll just keep it at their house. Okay, well, I'm going to send ice to your house.
Oh my God!
ICE agents swarmed a vehicle on Monday in Spokane Valley, breaking its windows and forcibly arresting 2 people. Kayla, who was 7 months pregnant, repeatedly asked agents to show a warrant, but they refused. Her husband was in the process of obtaining a green card. ICE said there were active charges for their arrests, though their attorney says there is no warrant in the system. ICE said the men were linked to a Venezuelan gang but provided no evidence, and Kayla has denied this. The executive director of Latinos in Spokane said escalating ICE raids reflect Trump's broader push for mass deportations, which leaves Spokane's immigrant community vulnerable due to its proximity to the Canadian and Idaho borders.
And that's exactly why they was in the house yesterday.
A U.S.-born citizen was detained by ICE. Here's what we know. 20-year-old Juan Carlos Gomez Lopez was driving from Georgia to Florida on Wednesday when he was stopped by the Florida Highway Patrol and charged under a state immigration law. However, during a virtual court appearance, Leon County Judge LaShawn Riggins reviewed Gomez Lopez's birth certificate and confirmed this is indeed an authentic document, stating that he should not be classified as an illegal alien. Gomez Lopez's first language is Tzotzil, a Mayan language, and he spent part of his childhood in Mexico, but he currently lives in Georgia and was traveling to Tallahassee, Florida for construction work, about 45 minutes from his residence. For context, U.S. citizens are protected under the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution, which prohibits unreasonable searches, seizures, arrests, and detention. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, is tasked with enforcing immigration laws that apply to non-citizens. In 2023, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a law making it illegal for undocumented immigrants to enter the state. Although Gomez Lopez was initially charged as an unauthorized alien, he was released Thursday evening after spending a night in jail under a 48-hour ICE hold. A U.S.-born citizen.
That's how we find out that he was taken at gunpoint.
His father wasn't missing. He'd been detained by federal immigration agents.
We don't know if he's okay. We just found out about an hour ago that he's in Calexico.
Maheen says his
dad wasn't kidnapped, he was ice-napped. They out there ice-napping people.
At gunpoint.
His father wasn't missing. He'd been detained by federal immigration agents.
We don't know if he's okay. We just found out about an hour ago that he's in Calexico.
Maheen says his dad came to the U.S. undocumented in 1987, seeking a better life for his family. He opened the barber shop 2 decades ago with his wife Roselba and raised their 7 children in Pomona. He was deported in 2009 after his green card was denied, but returned 3 years later and has lived a quiet life ever since.
But why?
Quiet life as an illegal.
My dad, he's a working man.
The family believes federal officials were tipped off about their father after he recently tried to renew his driver's license.
But he changed to this.
Somebody called ICE on him. Hey, somebody told on him, y'all.
Tried to renew his driver's license.
But he changed to this address, and they came here. So we're confident that the DMV is working with Border Patrol.
Shout out to the DMV. Shout out to the DMV. That man said it like it was a bad thing. Well, you know, the DMV now is working with him. Good. That's what the DMV is supposed to do, reporting illegal. So let's go there, fam. All of that talk about them trying to say Black American history and Mexican history is the same thing, and Cinco de Mayo ties into Black people, that's them trying to tether us on to them. Think about it, y'all. We have delineated so much that they can't tether on to us. Now they're trying to pull us to tether on to them. They're trying to create a tether. What kind of crazy world are we living in now, y'all? To the point where tethers have been rejected so much that they're trying to create some type of fake world where we are a part of them. Normally, they want to be a part of us. They only do that when they shatter, just like that glass, broken, just like that glass, done. So now we've executed the rights that we have, family, as certified foundational Black Americans, and we've moved to a process that can't nobody get with. We are so thorough right now, fam. This is what it is. You only start seeing crazy things when this goes down. Speaking of crazy things, I wanted to tell y'all this. We've been so on code now, you're going to start seeing a bunch of rebranding. That's what I'm really referencing right now. The tethers are trying to rebrand. You got to understand, in the system of supremacy, in the system of deception, the main thing they always want to do is rebrand themselves because they're going to always keep coming back with something that's anti-Black. That's all they know. All they know is to hate foundational Black Americans. Wake up in the morning, hate foundational Black Americans. Go to sleep, hate foundational Black Americans. Why do they hate foundational Black Americans? Because they can never be foundational Black Americans. So their whole life, they're going to always hate us because their whole life, they know and realize they can never be like us. So it's going to be a lifetime of hatred. And what they're going to always do now, fam, they're going to start rebranding. Tethers are trying to rebrand themselves. They're trying to tether us onto them opposed to just them tethering onto us. That's what we're talking about. Y'all know we always ahead of the game. Same way we pulled the card on Mr. Pirate, exposed him while the whole damn country can't figure it out, and we did right here on Certified Black Society. It's the same way that we understand these tethers are trying to get clever. Same with the dominant society. Everybody now is trying to find new ways. And what is that? That is a direct reflect of us being on code. We're on business right now, unlike anything. They are not used to this, fam. Nobody's used to what you are doing right now. Everything you're doing right now, nobody is used to it because it's never happened. We're in a new renaissance, fam. This is new. The certified foundational Black American reparations generation is new, which means since we are new and everything we're doing is fresh, everybody's got to change the game. Everybody's got to come up with something different because the old ways will not work with the way things are now. So they're trying to rebrand themselves. They're trying to paint a new picture. They're trying to come up with something that they are, desperate to find, and they never will. But when you start talking about desperation, fam, and you start talking about people who want to be FBA, they want to be FBA so damn bad that I'm going to show y'all how bad it gets. And it gets real bad, to the point where they'll just start making things up. They'll start making things up. They'll start trying to come up with these fake lies, alibis, justifications. Now people will just say that they're FBA when they can't. You're going to see $1, $2, $3 FBAs. I mean, you name it, y'all. You're going to end up seeing it. But as you see those people try to be like foundational Black Americans and they can't, the next step you're going to see are people who are going to be these strange escorters, right? These escort people, the same way that Somalian dude was trying to play some type of freedom fighter and wasn't nobody believing him. That same type of stuff right there. Look at this right here, what I'm about to show y'all. This is very clear on the type of hustles that these people are doing.
A U.S.
And we've been breaking down this little, we almost had like a little segment on the show. There's been like this little segment we've been doing, and it's basically people trying to pretend that they're Black Americans, but they're really not Black Americans.
Now we know where
it's that type of game. Y'all watch this. It done went to a whole nother level. It's on some whole different time frame. And these people are absolutely desperate to latch themselves on the FBA energy. And it's just quite frankly, like we say, like everything else, it's not going to work. Watch this as I show y'all. These desperation tactics have gotten so out of hand with everybody. Let me pull this up. That now you're starting to see people just come in and they say, hey, I'm Black. And I talk Black and I walk Black and I am Black and everything about me is Black. I need my sisters in here right now. I know I got my sisters in here. Much love to my certified sisters. Y'all look at this right here. Have y'all seen this? Tell me if y'all seen this. Tell me if y'all seen this. Y'all know we did, what was it? Julia Roberts with the dreads. We did Bonnet Becky. Look at this right here. This individual, and I'm thinking this is a tether. You guys. Some white women look Black. Oh, y'all know this is about to go somewhere. This is the new hustle, everybody. The new hustle now is people just showing up and saying, oh, yeah, I'm Black, and they clearly aren't. Oh, I'm FBA, and they're clearly not. The desperation is real. They tried to lie, the lie didn't work. They tried another lie, that didn't work. So now they say, I'm not even going to lie, I'm just going to say it. Now we're into the phase of I'm just going to say it. And we're going to check them, we're going to check you, we're going to check your first lie, your third lie, and even if you ain't lying, you still going to get checked just off GP. We checking people off GP. Y'all look at this right here. This person literally said, white women look Black. I ain't lying, y'all. And tell me if y'all get tether vibes. And I will hit the damn tether alarm quick, fast, in a hurry. Let's go.
I'm going to say this. Listen when I say this. Like, listen with your good ear. Like, I don't know who's Black anymore.
What?
I get on TikTok and I'm scrolling and I can see a white woman talking, but in my mind, she's Black. Don't ask me how. But it's just like certain features. I'm like, oh, she Black. And I don't care. I'm not saying she talks like me or whatnot. I'm like, I don't care where she's from. I'm like, oh, she Black. But then I go on a deep dive. I'm like, oh, she's really white. Because many times I have scrolled and there's a Black woman, but she's probably mixed race or maybe not. And she can pass as a white woman, but she's really Black. So now I'm just confused. I'm calling everybody Black at this point. What? And everybody might just have a little Black in them. You just never know. I'm going to say this. Listen when...
Hell no. I don't know what rock you've been living under. This individual said, I'm calling everybody Black nowadays. What? No.
I say this, like, listen with your good ear. Like, I don't know who's Black anymore. I get on TikTok and I'm scrolling and I can see a white woman talking, but in my mind, she's Black. Don't ask me how, but it's just like certain features. I'm like, oh, she Black. And I don't care. I'm not saying she talks like me or whatnot. I'm like, I don't care where she's from. I'm like, oh, she Black. But then I go on a deep dive. I'm like, oh, she's really Black. This brush.
Boy, you can't get nothing past y'all damn certifieds. I'm tired of y'all. Family, who said it in the chat? I just posted a minute ago. You said she trying to hide that forehead with them bizangs, right? There you go. There y'all see a Fleedman forehead from a mile away. If it ain't a tether hairline, it's going to be a Fleedman forehead. There you go, y'all. There it is. We knew something was funny. We knew that was babble. That sounded like tether jargon off rip. That was Joloff jargon. There go that head, y'all. There goes that damn head. Y'all knew it. I was watching the chat too. I was like, damn, y'all already know what time it is. Yeah, uh-huh. They got a couple pictures on here. Forehead just popping.
Stop letting your perception of someone
Trying to hide it again. Didn't y'all say they be trying to hide them foreheads and they be trying to hide them hairlines nowadays? There it is, y'all. You knew it had to been tether babble. You knew it had to been tether babble when you heard it. Oh, damn. Damn. There you go. Confirm.
whole award shows to go to
Woo!
next month. I don't have.
Woo! There you go. There it is, fam. We knew it. Y'all done called that one all the way out. She was trying to hide that, but y'all said cake soap too. Yeah, that head knocking. I knew there was a catch. I knew it. Boy, y'all didn't even let her go 2 seconds. Y'all was like, nah, about ain't. Nope. Just wide and all offside. Ain't that right, y'all? Damn. So, okay. So that's clearly tether babble, which we knew it was. We knew it was going to be some tether babble. We seen it from a mile away. You know what I'm saying? Just like them heads. You can see them heads from a mile away. Oh, and she got a whole gang of big old, yeah. This is clearly tether. Let's look at some of the more. Let's go there, fam. Since we here, y'all. Since we here, let's be all the way here, okay? Let's be all the way here. Oh yeah, this is a tether all day. We know them damn hair. See, this is the beauty. Don't let anybody tell you that checking foreheads and hairlines ain't the way to go.
Okay,
because it really is. It
you
really
have
is
to
the
be
way to
okay.
go. But you know what? That type of energy, that type of rhetoric, what that ends up doing, y'all, is creating an environment where now everybody feels, God damn, that head was big. Hold on, man. I got to pull that back up. Y'all have not seen what I'm about to show y'all. Jeez, oh goodness. Hold on. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at here because this is just uncalled for. I don't know who she thought she was playing with that damn noggin. Nope. But ends up, fam, creating this whole wave of people who just quite frankly babble themselves in. See, we're not letting
Newly
people
released video
babble
by
their way
U.S.
in.
citizenship.
You can't just babble your way through. You can't just say things that don't add up, don't make
this.
no sense, and everybody's like, well, you know, that's what it is now. Nah, that ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. It's gonna be what we say it is. And that's the move that we've been really pushing. But fam, that makes things even worse. Let me show y'all.
Listen when I say this, like listen with your good ear.
So it starts off with, that's what I call, by the way, family, the Negro escort. That's the Negro escort. The Negro escort is the individual who comes in, they start talking all that stuff, and really what she's doing, she's inviting people in. That's her whole game plan. She wants to invite any and everybody to come on in, come to the cookout, have a good time. We'll all be friends. So she can probably either get access herself or she can go and mimic the other people. Because y'all know those tethers, they love people
Now we know where
from
the
the
end of
opposite society. That's their thing. That's what they do.
It's 2020.
But what that did, fam, that created an era and a whole gang of people that feel that they can run around here and cosplay the culture off rip. Let me tell y'all what that created. We're going to go ahead and add this one to our list of all of these people who are cosplaying foundational Black Americans and thinking it's sweet. All that I don't know who's Black and who could be what, it all pretty much comes down to this right here. Watch this and listen more importantly.
With this video is to piss some of y'all off. And this is the last time I'm gonna address it because I'm really sick and tired of hearing about it.
What?
Again, when I posted the video that went viral about my accent, I have learned a lot about this world. And without saying who I'm talking about, you'll figure it out in a minute. But it's these people right here.
Hell no. Whoa. No. If you don't stop, Becky, number 137. Hell no.
Figure it out in a minute. But it's these people right here. When I tell y'all so damn disrespectful and negative, for what? For what? And I love how y'all comment, oh, I've lived in all these areas and we don't talk like that. So you talking to everybody in those areas? You know everybody that around there. Y'all so...
No, we know our damn lineage. No, we know our damn lineage. We know where we from. We know where all of our stuff is derived from. You see what she's saying? She's basically saying, you don't know about your own community. You don't know about your own culture. I do. This is that stuff we talking about. All that anybody can be black, like that Tether was just saying a minute ago, saying W girls are black girls. Hell no, they not. Hell no, they not. Now, we know how everybody talks. We know. Fam, we in here deep right now. We in here deep right now. We got every single accent. We got every single inflection in this place right now. When I hear somebody, okay, let's go there. Can I go there? Hold on. Well, before she talk, let me let her say one more thing. Then I'm gonna go ahead and FBA check this.
Being on somebody talking a certain type of way, like how y'all want me to talk? Oh my God, girl, I can't believe that happened to you. Like, oh my God,
that's how you talk.
And the funny thing is, all you had to do was do this finger right here, scroll. But y'all love to feed off of negativity. And just because somebody addresses it doesn't mean it's bothering them. So don't think that at all. Please don't think that. I'm bringing it to the light because there's a lot of other people in my comments that have the same issues.
No, notice she still ain't said who she's talking to. You notice she still ain't said who she's talking to. She's talking to black people. She's tired of black. She's trying to make it look like she's talking to W's. She's not talking to W's, y'all. That's what they always do. They always make it look like they talking to a W, but they really talking to black folks. Because you know damn well, if you really wanted to be sister girl, you would call out the W's. How come you ain't calling out the W's? Black American women do. You want to talk like a black American woman, but you don't want to regulate supremacy like a black American woman. Nice try.
The part I'm sick of is y'all have the audacity to sit here and comment something, but when somebody addresses it, oh, it's a problem. No, boo, it's not a problem. I'm going to say this real quick, then I got to let y'all go, right? So a couple people showed me where my TikTok video of the potato salad, whatever, was uploaded to Facebook. So I went on there reading the comments. And when I tell y'all there's a lot of ruthless, racist folks out there.
Who?
There's a lot of them.
Who? Say it. Say who. Name the community. What's the name of the ideology? What does it start with? How come you're being very vague about who you're referencing? Sounds like you don't really want to say it there. Speak on it.
I don't give a shit about a negative comment, right? Because people do and say stuff intentionally to get in your mind. You got to do and say a whole lot of shit to get in a mind like mine to question me about me. Because when I tell you this is 100% me, this is who I am, this is how I talk, there's nothing fake about me other than this fucking filter that I got on here. My eyebrows are microbladed right there. That's fake. But other than that, all this other shit is real, baby. It's 100% real. And one thing about me, I don't give a damn if you love it, like it, hate it. Because guess what? I'm still going to be living.
And you still going to be getting laughed at. See, this way they always want to do that. How come they don't ever have a W Southern accent? How come she don't talk like Paula Deen or Dolly Parton? How come they always want to get this like Southern accent, and their Southern accent always got to be like an FBA accent? They know damn well we ain't going for none of that. The reason why she's mad and she's over there on the internet crashing out, y'all, the reason why she's doing all that, because she knows foundational Black Americans ain't going for that. And she going everywhere around to talk about everybody other than us. All right. She really wants to say it's y'all black folks, but she knows she ain't going to say that because she going to get checked in the process. And we've been checking those type of people. I see every single day sisters out here just regulating. I wanted to show y'all a video where this sister just dog walked the Karen, but I ain't going to show it for, potential purposes. However, they don't want that. She know who to talk that around and she know who not talk that around. And we ain't the ones to talk that around. They always use, honey boo boo. Yeah. They always use a Southern accent to try to hustle us. That's one thing. See, they very rarely use Northern accents because Northern accents can be used by a lot of different people. See, people in the South, particularly Black Americans, there's a specific dialect that we have down South. And let me say this as well about down South, okay? Even foundational Black Americans from the North still have remnants of a Southern accent. You can go to Baltimore, you can go to New York. You're still going to hear that Southern Black American accent, even in our Northerners, even in people in the West Coast. It's still going to have that thing because this is our motherland. So anytime somebody wants to cosplay a Black American, they always run to a Southern accent. This is why we watching all these people with these fake forced accents. And when she starts saying things like, well, you know, we don't really have that. And do you know your stuff? Hell yeah, we know. See, they don't like the fact that we know everything that we talking about. She's trying to make it look like we don't know. Fam, we know every accent. The South alone has like 5 accents. We broke this down before, fam. Okay, straight up. I'm just going to say a certain term. I'm going to use one word. And then y'all tell me in the chat where this accent comes from. If I walked up to you and I said, what's happening, baby? There you go. Y'all, I'm going to let y'all go ahead and cook on that. If I walked up to you, I ain't never seen you before in my life. And when I first saw you, I said, what's happening, baby? Where would you know that I'm from or my people are from? I got close ties to. And you already know what it is, fam. You already know. And they can't pull that off. They can't be trying to hustle that. That's that stuff that they're trying to pull with the Creoles. And they be like, man, y'all really are Caribbean. All of that. The know ya. There they go. Straight up and down. Already. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I love the New Orleans accent. I love that. I love it. You understand? So that's what we talk about. You already know. The know ya. New Orleans. There you go. There you go. Checkmate. Yes, indeed. We know that. Fam, you don't have to be from a place. I know when I hear somebody and they from New York, I know the New York accent. I know the California accent. I know the Great Lakes accent that is Chicago, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana. I know that. I know the Memphis accent. I know the Texas accent. Black people, see, that's what they don't like about us. We have exclusive accents that don't leave our lineage, all right? When you start talking about a German accent, you start talking about an Italian accent, those can be done by anybody. That's why people go to the UK. What happens when black, think about this, y'all. All the black folks who live in the UK, they talk just like white people, don't they? Do they not? Do all the black people in the UK talk just like white folks? They're like, okay, tea and crumpets and all of that good stuff. Now, black folks here in America, we don't talk like them. Think about that, y'all. Every single accent where white folks are, everybody does theirs. Our accent doesn't leave our circle. It don't matter because it's that dialect that comes from the lineage. You don't see it outside the lineage, and we know when somebody's faking. We know when somebody got it. Yeah, we got so many flavors. Yeah, St. Louis, right? Her. Yes, indeed. All of them URs in St. Louis. Shout out to St. Louis. I love St. Louis. Shout out. Yeah, all them accents and stuff. Yeah, yep, and that California accent. Yep, that's that Mississippi. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Chicago is it's funny because California, they got that Louisiana, Mississippi accent out west because that's where some of them migrated to. And then up north in places like Chicago, they got the Mississippi and Louisiana accent because they migrated up north as well. But you see how it all comes back home. Nobody has our accent. It doesn't leave outside of us. If you go to Asia right now, everybody who lives over there in any different race, they're going to talk like Asian people, okay? If you go to the Middle East, you ever hear somebody talking Arabic and they're not an Arabic person? They still have an Arabic accent that sounds like those people. If you hear somebody talking with a European, name the country, they sound like a W person, like all the black folks in the UK, all of the Indian people in the UK, all the Arabic people in the UK. They all sound like the damn Beatles. They all sound like it. Nobody can duplicate ours. You know how we sit here and we talk about nobody can duplicate our genetics? No, nobody can also duplicate our dialect, our inflection, our tones. Those are exclusive to foundational Black Americans. Nobody can get it like we do, y'all. Nobody can get it like we do. Never. And another thing about it is that one thing people don't talk about is we migrated to so many different places. That's why you hear duopoly with a lot of different, like for instance, in Kansas, right? You have Kansas City, Kansas. You have Kansas City, Missouri. If I'm not mistaken, isn't there, my sister Miriam, I think I see Miriam in here. There's a Chicago, it is a St. Louis, Illinois, and a St. Louis, Missouri, obviously. There's a St. Louis, Illinois, and Missouri, if I'm not mistaken. We got a lot of those. I know in Ohio, places like Toledo. There's a Toledo, I want to say, down in Mississippi. Isn't there a Philadelphia in Mississippi as well? Y'all see how all of this ties in. This is all based on us navigating. All of us navigating. This is how it is. Shout out to my sister Miriam. Yes, there's a Chicago. There's a St. Louis, Illinois. There's a Chicago. Both it flips. There's on both sides. Okay. Yep. Okay. Checkmate. Yeah. All right. All right. See, this is what it is. There's all different types of places these names are used because a lot of that were foundational Black Americans navigating and us going to different places where even at the East St. Louis, okay, you're right there. I know in Kansas City, it's like, boom, the football team, the Kansas City Chiefs are in Missouri. And then you also have Kansas City, Kansas. Simple as that. There's different places, and we know that. Nobody else knows that. Okay, East St. Louis. Okay, shout out to St. Louis. Man, I got to get back to St. Louis, man. But I was like a young boy. I remember going to the St. Louis Art, man. I was like, damn, this is gorgeous. Love St. Louis. Yeah, I love the Memphis accent. I love the Memphis accent. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking the other day. Memphis, not just Memphis, Tennessee and Kentucky. They don't get a lot of love because there's a lot of Black folks out there. My people are from Kentucky originally, Kentucky, Mississippi as well. You know, Georgia, obviously, but Mississippi, Kentucky don't get a lot of the love that Kentucky deserves. The Midwest always been slept on. I love the Midwest. You know what I'm saying as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Oregon. Yeah. Say okay. Oh, Portland, man. Okay. See, yeah, they got both. It's crazy. Yeah. There. Okay. It's a chalk. Oh, okay. There you go. I didn't know that. Okay. See, we all tie in because we've been here for the longest. We've been here for the longest amount of times. We've been here for the longest amount of time. So you see all these interchangeable things. FBA, what they always say, nobody can duplicate us. Nobody can duplicate us. We know when someone's talking reckless, when someone's talking like us, when they forcing it, you just can't. You just cannot do it. FBA, we got that pedigree that just can't be duplicated. It can't be replicated. It's just that certified, y'all. Okay. Okay. Jersey. Okay. Camden. Okay. Yeah. Checkmate. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. My people from Springfield, Kentucky. Springfield. Yep. My people from Springfield. And yeah, shout out, man. I knew my grandfather used to love Muhammad Ali. And you know, Muhammad Ali is from Louisville. And I saw my grandfather used to be sitting there watching Muhammad Ali fighting and stuff like that. So anytime I'd be watching boxing, my mom would be like, boy, you look just like your granddaddy. But my people from Springfield and obviously Muhammad Ali's people from Louisville. Do you guys know? Let me tell y'all something. This is crazy. No lie. I'm not even capping. I put this on everything I love, okay? I was in Europe. No lie. I was in Europe because I traveled the world. I was in Europe and I was at a beach one time. I was at a beach. Me and my family was at a beach. And it was me, my mom, and my dad. And then it was a Black man and his wife and his two kids. And we were the only Black people there. So, you know, we started talking to each other. That's the one thing, too. We stick together, right? Check this out. I'm not even lying. This is in Europe, y'all. I'm not lying. I'm not lying, okay? This is in Europe. And so we sitting there. It was in Italy. So we're sitting there talking. And my parents start talking to this guy. And they're like, okay. My mom and the dude's wife start talking. I was younger. My dad and him start talking. Everybody's talking. They were like, where y'all from? We like, oh, yeah, man, we from Ohio, man. Our people from Kentucky. He's like, oh, your people from Kentucky? He's like, my people from Kentucky. We said, oh, word? He's like, yeah, my people from Kentucky. We said, where? They said, Springfield. We said, hold up, wait a minute. Our people from Springfield. Do you know we met a Black family in Italy on a damn beach, and we were the only Black people there? And they were from Springfield. Our people were from Springfield, and they knew my relatives to the point where he said, you say so-and-so's name, they know about me. He started telling us who our relatives were. He's like, oh, so-and-so. Is she married to Mary? Is she married to them? Oh, yeah, I know all of them. They're still by the courtyard. Dude knew all of our people, straight up and down. That lets you know we are global with this FBA lineage. I forget about that damn story. Yeah, we global with our FBA lineage, man. All over. Yep. Yeah, straight up, all day. So yeah, that's what we be doing, fam. We be all over. And dude was like, he knew all these people. He knew all of our relatives. And it's just easy work. It's easy part of the game, man. It's all a part of the game. That's how foundational Black Americans move, man. So no, we don't get into none of that. We represent to the core. We stay on certified business, certified time. And we make sure everything we do is proper. Like we make sure everything we do is proper. Like I love the lineage because we have so many, like our sister said earlier in the chat, we have so many different flavors, y'all. So many different. I mean, you could just name them, and we stick together too. We stick together, and that's what makes us so great. Yeah, that's crazy. And I got people in New Orleans. Where y'all got people? Y'all got how many? Where y'all family members be at? I know I got family obviously in Ohio, obviously Georgia. I got family in I got close friends in Louisiana and New Orleans, the Ninth Ward. Shout out to the Ninth Ward, much respect. Obviously New York. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people from all over. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shout out to Tulsa. And that's another thing. Everywhere we're at, we got a large base of people who are certified and with it. Yeah, 7 degrees of separation. Yeah, we expand like that. That's why we said we came up with that stuff, fam. Right here on the channel. We don't call that the Great Migration no more. We calling that the Great Expansion. We expand. We don't migrate. Migrate is someone who's running and trying to do something. We expand. Expand means we bring resources. Remember that, fam. Everywhere FBA goes, we expand. North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, okay. Cali, South Carolina. You got family everywhere, brother. I know that's right. You think about that too, y'all. Ain't we the only ones who say that? We the only people I've ever met that say, hey, where you, man? I got family everywhere. I don't really hear other races say that. I don't really hear that. Go ask somebody from another race where your family at. They're like, oh, we're situated in Massachusetts, and we have some people up there in the eastern seaboard by Nantucket. What about you? All homes, I got family in Texas. Where else? Oh, New Mexico as well. Black folks, we the only one. I'm glad you said that, brother. We the only ones who say things like that. We the only ones who say, man, I got family everywhere. Think about the time you've ever heard somebody say I got family everywhere, and it's always coming from us. I see you, my brother Kookies as well. I see you, Ironville, Chicago, Alabama. Yep, shout out all day. Columbus, Ohio. There they go. Love Ohio. Capital. You already know. Yeah, that's what it is. And when we start talking about us being on business, fam, and we don't get into none of that tribal stuff and those like regional conflicts, there's now tethers trying to come out and start that with us. There's a lot of tethers now, and they're popping up everywhere. St. Louis, Arkansas, Minnesota, all the way live. Shout out to my brother Sage. I see you, family. My brother Sage got family all through the South, and he on code Mr. NYC. That's my brother right there. Now you got these tethers coming out trying to start these conflicts with Black Americans. I want to show y'all this. Did you guys see this tether right here? This tether's been out here trying to start a north-south confrontation in which we don't participate in. Y'all look at this right here. I'm going to show y'all this. Watch this person talking about Southerners and New York people. We don't do none of the regional stuff because we are global. Y'all watch this.
Just sitting here thinking, remember when we could tell where you bitches was from based off of how y'all dressed? How y'all dressed though? We knew exactly where y'all were from based off of how y'all dressed. And it went something like this. Down south bitches, y'all could never dress. It was never given, oh yeah, like we could tell a bitch can't dress. She from the South. She's from the South. Like the way she's dressing is giving Southern. It always gave that. It always gave, all right, the way she's dressing is giving Southern, like it's giving down South. That's how us up north people was looking at down South. Now the Southerns is giving a Northern. Like y'all are dressing like y'all from New York, which is cool. But don't act like y'all started something. Cause you bitches never gave swag. Cali, we knew y'all was from Cali based off of how y'all dressed too. Like we knew where everybody was from. And guess what? When you seen a New York bitch come through, you knew she was from New York because the swag was turned up. Swag was turned up. It was giving all the way, turned up, all the way.
That's a Southern song, by the way. All the way turned up. That's a Southern song.
I like that you Southern bitches can dress now. Congratulations! But don't let that get to your head top. Because it always gave us. We always had the swag. We always had the swag. The New York girlies always had the swag.
This is set up, everybody. I want everybody to know this isn't real. This is set up. Listen to her language. I think on this episode, we've been on game and doing master classes about breaking down fake videos and fake agendas. This is fake. It's a good point in the chat. How she keeps saying the Southerners and she's overemphasizing we. Remember I told you, you don't have to overemphasize we. Do you go to a family reunion and say we 35 times? Or is it already understood? As a Black person, do you got to keep saying how Black you are 52 times? Or is it already understood? This right here is a tether. And this tether now is trying to separate us to stop our delineation. This is some dominant society. Remember, y'all, we say that they always use dominant society tactics. Now what they're doing, y'all, is they're trying to separate foundational Black Americans so they can try to slide in and steal where we're coming from. This is all tether talk. This is a Nigerian. This is a Nigerian, okay? This is straight up what it is. Yeah, this is a Nigerian. That's confirmed. That's a Nigerian off top. And we're not playing any of these games. Now, I told everybody, tethers are rebranding themselves. This is what we do. One thing about the Black Alpha Network family is that we like to forecast and see what tomorrow's problems are. And tomorrow's want to be problems that won't be problems because we're going to check them where they stand is the tethers are going to try to start beefs amongst us Before the tethers were trying to get us involved in their little games, now they're trying to get foundational Black Americans to battle each other so they can weasel on in.
Don't deny it. Denial is a river in Egypt. Social media taught a lot of people how to dress. But New York bitches, we always had that, bro.
Listen to how she keeps referring to other Black people. And this person is a melanated immigrant. Notice that she keeps throwing the B word around when referencing. Nothing about this is that she's of the lineage. She's speaking too much like an outsider. That's what we're doing now too, family. We're identifying outsider language. Insiders sound like insiders and outsiders sound like outsiders. So we're watching how the outsiders speak, and it's easy to identify that this is clearly an outsider because her words are spoken of in third, fourth, and fifth person. Once again, you cannot duplicate the organic nature of a foundational Black American.
I'm sorry. We always had that. Like, we had that on lock. That's what we had on lock. I think you Southern bitches, y'all was the fighters, right? They fight.
Every time she references Black people, she keeps throwing the B word around. She says it about the Northerners. Listen what she's doing here, y'all. Every time she talks, whenever she's referencing us, the Northern women, she says the B words, and the Southern women, she says the B words, because she's talking from another community. We don't throw around that term left and right with hostility. And she's throwing it at us with hostility, pretending to be in connection with us. This is tether right here. This is the new thing they're doing, y'all. I'm telling you now. Tethers are going to come in and they're going to try to divide. You already know what happened. Think about it now. Let me ask y'all a question. Who started the East Coast, West Coast beef? I was just about to say, they're going to try to do that coastal now. They want to do it with the North and the South, but they don't understand is that, especially with this lineage era that we're in, the North and the South with Black Americans are connected more than ever. Oh my God, the North and the South is connected more than ever. So if anybody thinks they're going to disconnect the North and the South, they're crazy. They're crazy. Oh no, now we're going back and forth. We're getting our lineage together. We're bringing it back home to the South holding it down. Oh, it's different now. But who started the East Coast, West Coast beef, you guys? All right. Y'all already know. Think about the East Coast, West Coast situation that boiled out of control and turned into a lot of madness. Think about who really started that. It was not a Black American. Everybody dumps that on Tupac Shakur. But if you look at that, that was all those tethers up there. The Haitian Jack guy, his name was Haitian Jack. All right, Haitian Jack was running out. Biggie is from Jamaica. Okay, let's keep that a buck now. Let's keep it a buck. I'm not saying Biggie started it, but he played obviously a massive role in it. Okay, and what's the other guy's name? What's the dude's name? What's the dude's name that ended up getting Tupac harmed? I forget his damn name. Whenever I say Haitian Jack for Jimmy Henchman. There you go. Jimmy Henchman is another person. Jimmy Henchman, Haitian. See, Tupac was up there and he was way too in with those tethers up there. He was way too in with those tethers. And what were they doing? They was playing both sides. They were doing sneaky things. They were setting Tupac up. Had those tethers, it had Tupac, and he made a mistake. Had Tupac not been so into those tethers, you wouldn't have had that. You wouldn't have had that issue. It's just, yeah, Jimmy Henchman. Okay. Yep, Jimmy Henchman. Remember now, Jimmy Henchman, if you look, Jimmy's in jail right now. Okay, Jimmy Henchman's in jail right now. You hear about all types of fraudulent stuff that Jimmy Henchman was doing. All types of fraudulent stuff that he was doing. Tupac was way too into a lot of those damn tethers, and they were doing what? They were pitting a lot of people back and forth with the East Coast, West Coast stuff, and that ended up happening. Tethers, the new thing tethers want to do, this is what we're going to talk about. We got to do a whole breakdown on this one day. There's a lot of rebranding right now, okay? Because remember, every time we change our behaviors, they're forced to change their behaviors. So the dominant society is trying to come up with a new plan to deal with these new foundationals. Think about the time we start saying foundational Black American. Okay, yep, there you go. Appreciate that. Think about when we start saying foundational Black American, everybody. Think about that. Soon as we started saying foundational Black American, what did you end up getting, y'all? You ended up getting a new change of the game, new change of the guard. So everybody has to come up with something different now. When we start saying FBA, I want everybody to see Black American history from day one all the way to FBA. I think that's why we're moving so strong right now, is because a lot of things. I see my brother Church. I see my brother Church right there. There they go, fam. Shout out to my brother. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Haitian Jack got Tupac in the mix. Yeah. I was young at the time. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I was very young when Pop passed. So I remember it, but I remember it looking up. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go back and see a lot of things. Now, as I got older, I understand it. I understand it now as I got a little older. But I want you to think about Black American history from day one all the way till when we came up with the term FBA. The reason why I'm always talking about this era is just different is because it's a self-identification era. And identification of self is the most powerful thing. That's the most powerful thing you could do is identify self. So when we had this era where we didn't really know our names and who we were being named by everybody, that came with a thought process. And that existed for hundreds of years. The reason why I say we are the chosen ones, and I mean it, y'all. The reason why I say we are the chosen ones is because we are the first generation to live in the self-identification era. And you could see it with us. What? We were just in here talking. Fam, how many of y'all were in here? They weren't having conversations about Louisiana and Mississippi and Southern accents and Baltimore and New York and St. Louis and Chicago. Black people were not having these conversations on a massive platform 10 goddamn years ago. This is all new. This is what I'm saying. This is an era where it's the first era of self-identification. It is crazy. That's why it's so different. That's why it's a godsend, y'all, because we are the ones who have been blessed to be a part of it. That's why identification comes what? Reparations. It comes delineation. It comes separations. It comes Black empowerment because you know who you are. So if you think about that, the tethers now are going to try to come in and they're going to try to disrupt that so they can rebrand themselves. We rebranded ourselves. Now everyone else is trying to rebrand themselves. So the tethers are popping up trying to come with these type of games and these type of hustles and scams and stuff. Absolutely. I'm proud. Yep, we're moving in the right direction. This is one of the first times, fam, where we can really say like we moving in the right direction. And it's not just talk. It's not like, we moving in the right direction. Racism is getting so better now. Martin had a dream. See, everything about progress back in the day was fake progress. When we say progress, we really mean it because it's within our borders. Remember, y'all, everything we're doing is within our borders. Think about Black Americans as a country, okay? Whenever you visualize Black Americans in your brain, visualize us as a country and think about borders. However you see it. You can see the country of America. You can see a big-ass circle. You can see the goddamn triangle as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a damn. View us as a country with borders. And when you view us as a country with borders, then you can see who can come in and out. So this is why you're seeing these tethers come out talking all this reckless stuff because the tethers are desperate to get us to fall back, y'all. And this is where this is coming from.
They fight. Extreme Lion.
Enough. There you go. So this is what we're going to start seeing, fam. And we're not going for that. FBA, we're not falling for none of that. Nah, FBA ain't falling for none of that. Anybody who thinks that's going to work, they got another thing coming. Because we are so on code. And our unity is whooping everybody. That's another thing too, y'all. Our unity is whooping everybody. Everybody getting served up by our unity, y'all. It's served up. And then, like I said, we confirmed that this is a Nigerian right here. This is a Nigerian. I'm literally an American with Nigerian parents, like many Black Americans. But anyways, you see how she's trying to play like the slick, funny, ha. This is a Nigerian. This is a Nigerian right here. A Nigerian trying to infiltrate foundational Black American culture because they're jealous. They don't have this in their homeland. Somebody who fights over tribalism is clearly somebody who's upset at our unity. Our unity is too powerful for them. So they say, well, let us practice tribalism. They wish that they could be unified like Black Americans, but they cannot. They cannot. And somebody made a point, and I'm going to make this clear right now. We talked about this before, you guys. What's so powerful? Wig wearing tethers. I like that. The WWT. There you go. Let me get that from you. The WWT. Wig wearing tethers. See, we coming up with names. We coming up with that every day. Fleeman, forehead, tether, hairline. The fact that our good brother Tariq started saying tethers, that's blown up. You understand? Wig wearing tethers. Now we got terms identified. That's another thing that comes true. As we learn how to identify ourselves, now we know how to identify everybody else. See, you don't know how to identify an outsider unless you can identify the insider. You do not know how to identify someone else if you don't know how to identify yourself. Things go hand in hand. The very fact that we know who we are, now we know who they are. I got to see y'all. I got to run that back. I got to chop that one up. Boy, we in here cooking right now. Smash that like button. Yes, indeed. The fact that now we know who we are, that enables us to know who they are. You'll never understand what an outsider looks like if you don't know what an insider looks like. You'll never understand what someone else is doing until you know what you're doing. You'll never understand where someone else is going until you know where you're going. And now we've identified ourselves. We know who we are. We know damn sure what an outsider look like. And all these damn tethers are outsiders, which means they can't come in. And when they can't come in, they got to stay over there. We making everybody hold their own NUTs. Everybody has to hold them based on the fact is you're just not us. That's it. Simple as that. So now that we've identified as foundational Black Americans, think about this, you guys. The same time foundational Black Americans came to play is the same time minority disappeared, people of color disappeared, all these terms, African American is gone. People that may have passed away in the 90s, they never thought they'd see a time where the term African American was finito, done. But it is, and we're the ones who did it. So now what? Now what they're going to do? This is the beauty of self-identification. This is the beauty of knowing who you are. This is the beauty of getting everybody the hell about the paint. And we got everybody the hell about the paint. And it's beautiful. I love it every single day, every single moment, every single second. And knowing that it's getting stronger every single moment and every single second, that makes it even more the merry. More the merry. And we know exactly where we are. And let me tell y'all, we talk about tails, right? We talk about tails. Let me show you about a tail. That's another term. Think about that, y'all. We started off talking about tethers, and now we're saying tails. Okay, the tether and the male together. Look at this right here, though. This is what we're showing everybody. Look at this. Notice when I show you guys this picture right damn here, tell me this picture right here ain't exactly what you're seeing right here. Watch this now. All right, they go to male, he's patting the tail. They go to tail liking it. Watch what we're saying, y'all, how they got these tethers out there running their mouthpiece being good for massa.
I live here legally. If America gets destroyed, I have a country to go. But what about you? Where are you going to go?
Unfortunately, nowhere, which is why okay.
What you're doing is just sheer waste of time. It calls for your contribution, my contribution to make this country great. But if you want to destroy it, I'm not going to allow that because I have my kids there that came here.
How are they destroying it? How are they?
Okay, one, they don't understand that today being a Saturday, there are people working. They should go and work, contribute to the economy of this country to make sure that this country become better. Yeah. But they are here wasting time, bullshitting. They get everything for free, Medicaid, Medicare, EBT, and all that bullshit. Come to Africa, cash and carry. If you don't have money, you're not going to eat. You understand? You guys are here and you are just making noise for no reason. I mean, well, what kind of people is this? And you think all black people are stupid? It's not all of us who are stupid. I mean, America gives people the opportunity to fool too much. The stupidity is too much.
Listen to him trying to stand on American business, y'all. Y'all hearing this, right? Look at him trying to talk like us. Listen to how he's talking. Oh, the Black America, the country this, the country that, homeland. You ain't never talked about no damn homeland. You ain't said nothing about no homeland before, and now you are. I'll be damned. This is what's happening, y'all. And notice how he's being arranged and he's being handled. He's got a handler. He's got his male handler right there. And he's sitting there patting him on the back, making sure everything goes nice and dandy. What do you mean? What do you mean? You don't have nowhere to go if America goes. I do. Look at that right there. Man, please, somebody screenshot that for me. Screenshot that picture. What does that say? Immigrant from Africa argues with Democrats at protest. Look at him. He's basically saying right there, am I doing good? Am I doing good, master? Master, tell me. Tell me if I'm doing well. Look at that picture. Tell me right now that picture is not that picture right there. I ain't even know it, fam. We just freestyling right now. Y'all know we just keep it straight up. Tell me that ain't the same. Tell me that ain't the same. There you go. These people know exactly what they're doing, y'all. They're now trying to go get them tether recruits because they can't typically go get these COONs. We done got rid of the Clyburns and all the people. They done. Nobody's really moving anything. So now they're trying to go get those tether recruits. And the tether's right there trying to crash out for them, talk about master this and master that and what we need to do. Nah, bruh, that ain't going to work. Never. That's desperation. I see desperation in all of that. I see desperation in all of that because I know they weren't doing that before. You know what I'm saying? When you got to go get like recruit a tether, somebody who's not even loyal to their own homeland, you kind of know that's not really going to do anything. You kind of know that's going to fall flat, right? So the very fact that they're trying to go get these tethers and whoever to salvage where they are, Black Americans see through it. And when I say Black Americans see through it, man, let me tell you something, y'all. These people are still so in the mix that there's no coming back. There's no saving these people. It's just not happening because, fam, for every one of those, you still got these. You still got these, family. This is problems FBA don't have. Africans who worship and value W's are the biggest obstacle in the progress of our people. Let me say this, and I'm going to say this before I show this. You got some writers out in the diaspora. They do. You got writers. We never say that there aren't writers in the diaspora. What we say is that the writers are outnumbered and the writers are misguided. See, foundational Black Americans, you've had times we got COOs, but we got an energy of checking them. If somebody is a writer in Africa, you basically on the island by yourself. You're basically by yourself. We don't have that problem. You know damn well, family, even on the plantation, you still had a gang of riders. See, we're the only people who've had riders on the plantation, and we have riders out the plantation. They don't really have that. They're still over there in Africa doing stuff like this, you guys. This is why we turn a side eye at these people when they come pulling up.
Now is the eating time.
Yes.
We're having.
You see, that's how they colonized us. We are too friendly, too giving, too showing. When we come to their countries, I live in America. I'm not happy around white people.
Freeze. I know y'all caught that. Listen to what he just said right there, family. Listen to what he just said. He said he lives in America. Do you see what I'm saying here? Notice right there that the guy who's from Africa and he's calling out African COO in it, he got that vibe from us. He got that energy from us. Yeah. He wouldn't be saying that if it wasn't for FBA. He would not be saying that if it wasn't for foundational Black Americans. He's calling out the Africans, but the energy of it comes from us. We showed him how to ride on people.
I live in America. I'm not happy around white people. They don't take me for who I am. I can't sit like that and smile and eat with them like that.
He got that from us, family. Listen to this man. He ain't telling no lies. But we gonna tell the whole story. Let's tell the whole story now. He got that from foundational Black Americans. There's no coincidence that the man you see who's talking about Africa being subservient is the man who got that vibe from foundational Black Americans here in the United States of America. There ain't no coincidence, y'all. This is what it is. You only pick that up. Don't tell us that there's not a spirit with us. When you see people come over here, he had to learn that over here with us. He couldn't learn that in his homeland. Just being honest. He couldn't learn that in his homeland. In his homeland, he'd be just like those people. See, this isn't our words. This is their words. He's straight up saying, I live in America. I learned riding from the United States. That's what he's telling everybody. Go ahead, brother.
We do too much. We're never gonna fucking learn. They like what we have. They don't like us. They never liked us. They are there for themselves. Wake up and open your eyes. Stop being too friendly. Black people leaving Africa to France, they are not happy. They are not welcome. Black people leaving Africa to United States, they're not happy. They're not welcome. Stop doing that.
Where you learn that from, bruh? He learned that from us. So this is what I'm saying, y'all. We are influencing the world just by being on business. Let me say this as well. As we sat here, we talked about foundational Black Americans all throughout the country and how we traveled. I gave the story how I met that family from Springfield, Kentucky, where my people are in Italy, and we knew all of the same kinfolk. We're global, and everybody's watching us globally right now. The whole world is watching us globally, family. Trust me. This global movement is taking over the United States, and it's taking over the whole damn planet. Everybody sees the way foundational Black Americans are pushing along. Everybody understands it. They're watching it. Delineation is influencing. See, I always try to get people to understand. Remember, our influence is not just relegated to hip hop and music. Our influence goes everywhere. Everyone is seeing the delineation process. Everybody's seeing the separation. Africans are looking at us and they saying, damn, they standing on business. That's what it is. This is why this guy's getting it. Now, trust me, it's going to be a slow thing because there's so many outdated, but they watching us. They watching us. Everybody, let me tell you, the whole world gets their revolutionary spirit from us because we're the only ones. See, the difference between us, look at the dominant society. When they start talking about revolutionaries and all that, they got to go all the way back to Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin and George Washington, and all of those people were criminals perpetrating to be a revolutionary. We don't got to go back to the 16 and 1700s. We can look in the mirror. All right. We got aunts and uncles that put in revolutionary work. Tupac Shakur, which is my favorite rapper. This is a revolutionary person from a revolutionary family. Foundational Black Americans, we don't have to search as we talking about kings and queens. They got to go back to ancient Egypt to go find a king or queen. All we got to do is look in the mirror. If you want to talk about revolutionary, we don't have to go back to the 1600s. Right here, we go to 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, now, whatever. Everything we got is here, and everyone watches us, and they cannot stand next to foundational Black Americans. And we also understand that spirit that they have been captivated by, but they know that they're still under the blockade of the dominant society. You don't believe me? How many of y'all seen this damn video? And this is so damn disturbing. Oh my goodness. Did y'all see when them folks went over there and they was telling these people that Jesus or God was Black and the Africans got mad at them for saying it? Did y'all see this? Y'all watch this right here. Watch this. These guys go over there, these Black dudes go over there, and they start trying to tell the African. Basically, they went over there on reverse religious colonization, and they got ran out the paint. There's a very valuable message in this. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This is about teaching, scholarship, and research and commentary. Fair use. Watch this. They're simply telling these people that God looks like them and the Africans spazzed out on them. Look at it, fam. Look at that. This woman is throwing stuff. Look at her full arm extended. Full arm. They getting ran off the block. They getting ran off the block, y'all. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever seen this same video when the dominant society comes over there as Christians and tells them that the Lord is a W? I want you to think about who else goes over there. And have you ever seen this flip mode? Have you ever seen them running them W missionaries out the paint? Them running them W missionaries off the block and out the village. I've never seen this in reverse. It's funny, when the dominant society comes over there, it's come on in, my friend. Soon as Black folks go over there, this is what you get. The women over there turned up. Look at this one. She throwing something straight up. Damn. This dude threw something, picked something up, and then threw it again. Look at this picture. Look at this. This picture says it all, y'all. Look how quick they unite. I thought you had tribalism. Where all the tribalism go? Look how they get unified against another Black person. Look how they get unified against Black folks who probably are from America. Notice, whenever you come over there with an inkling of Black empowerment, you know, like saying the Lord is Black, then you get this. Look how quick they are. So all the people coming over here trying to talk about FBA culture, we stand on business. We love ourselves. We're proud of ourselves. This is a family tree. They only care if you're talking that W talk. And if you ain't talking W talk, they're going to start throwing things at you. Dude picked up a rock, threw it, picked up another one, threw it back at him. They're running these dudes out of the village. Wow. Okay, I don't know who these dudes. These are. I thought these were Hebrew dudes. Anyway, what are these Caribbean dudes? They may be African dudes themselves. But you see how they're getting treated. Look at this. They're clearly not FBA. If it was FBA, fam, they wouldn't let us get off the plane. Good, because we ain't landing, because we ain't coming over there.
Akagonga usoni. Kwa kuhubiria watu wetu tu ni watu wa maana na wao ni wana wa Israeli. Na Yesu Kristo mwenyewe ni mtu mweusi kama
men and women. They despise what the Bible says. So we read Song of Solomon. You read it, right?
This guy might be a Black American. I'm not sure. But watch what he says.
You hate the way you look. You hate anything Black. Why? Because it upsets your European colonizers. So they look, we're their brothers. We're here to help you. They start throwing rocks, men and women.
They don't see you as a brother. Remember that, you guys. They don't see you as a brother. They don't even use the term brother and sister. I've been saying that for years. We were talking about traveling. The first thing you realize is that other melanated people on the planet do not use the term brother. Brother and sister. Like you guys are my FBA sisters and brothers. Nobody else uses that term but us. Nobody does. Black folks swore for years that you was going to go to Haiti and they was going to say brother. You was going to go to Jamaica, they say brother. You was going to go to Africa and they say brother. They don't use that term of endearment with you because they don't feel you're a brother of theirs. It's that simple.
So they look, we're their brothers. We're here to help you. They touch something on rocks, men and women. They despise what the Bible says. So we read Song of Solomon. You read it, right? And they were like, no. Picked up rocks, started throwing.
Tuko hapa kuhubiria watoto kwamba wao ni wana wa Israeli.
Picked up rocks and started tossing them. Picked them up again, swung them around. So you already see. Look at dude's. Hold on, let me show you. Dude's face was all marked up. Look at that. There you go. Let's send that to Dr. Ubar. Let's send that to him, family. Let's send that to everybody. That's what you get trying to ride Pan-African. Fam, that is Pan-Africanism right there. That's what Pan-African gives you right there. See, I'm big to pictures. I love pictures, okay? Because pictures say it all. All you got to do is see a picture and it'll take you where you need to go. That right there is Pan-Africanism. That's Pan-Africanism right there for you. That is it. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to see. And by the way, fam, this was Kenya. This was Kenya, by the way, you guys. This went on in Kenya. That right there is Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism, I'm not even going to say in the 21st century, fam. That's always been Pan-Africanism. It's just the Pan-Africans don't want to talk about it. That's in Kenya right there. So you get that going over there trying to even talk to them people. And I'm sure those brothers came over there very polite. But polite don't pay the bills when you start dealing with these individuals. No at all. There you go. So nobody's in no position to come over here trying to talk about the North and the South, trying to talk about the East Coast and the West Coast. When you got that type of tribalism, see, we don't listen to them. It's because they have tribalism that, quite frankly, disqualifies them from all conversations. If you practice tribalism, you're disqualified from all conversations. See, that's one thing that we are doing, and we're going to have to definitely amplify it. If you come in here with tribalism, you're done. See, other communities, they're very tight with it, all right? You act this way or this way or this way, and those are zero tolerance. You're gone. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. You're done. You come in here talking about some tribalism, you're not allowed to sit at the table. You come over here talking about a political party, you can't sit at the table. We have to have it to the point where everything we do and everything we say is exclusive to us and nobody else, straight up and down. That type of tribalism disqualifies everybody from being next to foundational Black Americans. You cannot partake in tribalism and then turn around and think that you're going to partake in a conversation about what we need to do as people. That's not how it works. That's just not how it works. And it gets even worse than that. More pictures, more videos, more evidences rolled in, and we continue to expose everything that they don't really want to talk about. And that was one of the most damning. I'm telling you right now, fam, let me tell you, I've seen some damning things. I've seen some terrible things about what goes on in the diaspora. That was the worst one I've ever seen. That was the worst one I've ever seen because that truly encapsulated the hatred they have. And let me ask y'all this question. Let me bring this up. Jamaicans are going over right now to Africa, and they're being welcomed. Haitians go over there, and to a degree, they're being welcomed. The dominant society goes over there, and they're always welcome. So are the Chinese and the Russians. They're being welcomed. Who are the only people, by document, are not being welcomed when they travel to Africa? What is the only lineage? What is the only heritage coming from a particular country that starts with an A that we all might live in? Who are the only people who have hell stories about not being welcomed in Africa? It's clearly not the dominant society. It's clearly not the Asians. It's clearly not the Russians. It goes to show you the only people who just have no stories of being welcome over there then. And they don't with us, so therefore we push them back. FBA, the only people who are not welcomed over there. That's it. That's all you see. And this is what we talk about with them. Think about it, y'all. The colonizer goes over there, and the colonizer is welcome with open arms. You give them money, you give them food, you let them make free airports, you let them build in your land, you barter with them, give them your diamonds, give them your minerals. Foundational Black Americans come over there, and you just steal the money from them and whoop them up. This is why Africa's in the position they're in. They still welcome in colonizers, and they still push out other dark-skinned people. A lot of people always talk about immigration in terms of Africa. Do you know Africa has an immigration issue within Africa? Think about it. Whenever you think about immigration with Africa, the first thing you think of are Africans going to other countries, right? You think about the African going into Europe, the African coming over here to the United States of America. Africa's a continent, and there's a lot of countries in that continent. Do you know that Africans are not allowed to travel and to migrate in other African countries? Look up what happens to Nigerians when they go to South America or South Africa. Look what happens to people from South Africa when they go into Kenya. Let me tell you something. Africa, they treat other Africans who are immigrants within Africa, they treat them worse than Tom Homan and Donald Trump treats Mexicans. All the Africans are Donald Trump and ICE when it comes to other Africans. They have the strongest anti-immigration plan. They don't let each other immigrate. They don't really let them do that. They don't. They don't let each other immigrate all throughout Africa. They do not do that. I see my brother Adibus in here. Shout out, brother. Shout out to my good brother Adibus, man. That's my brother right there. Shout out to my brother right there, Adibus. Yes, indeed. Yep. They do not welcome them over there. They don't. They just don't play that game with them. So they're still over there clearly on that type of time. That's just what they've been doing. Now, let me pull this up, pull this back. More footage, more results have been rolling in, and it shows you how these people are treated.
Cannot believe that these people praise people still today that come. I'm going to show you who this is, but this guy is who he's with. And he's the guy that apparently set the prices for the diamonds in the market that kind of has them in this whole situation. Yet they did find one big major diamond that kind of gave a little bit of money to their community, even though they be in the mine scraping and scrounging for them normally. But that does these ain't the people that paid them the money. This is just people that's coming there looking for more of these diamonds, and this is what they're doing.
These are the people we're here to empower and to
whoa, wait a minute now. Look at it now, y'all. When it was the black people going over there, the Africans were chasing them out. Now you see the W's over there, and the Africans are escorting them in. This is why I say watch the footage, watch the camera, you see the truth. Look how now they're escorting in. Look how now they're welcoming them in. There's no more rocks. You don't see rocks being thrown. You don't see them chucking rocks in no damn body. Let's be real. If y'all don't stop, they got a man on stilts dancing. The man is on stilts, family. Look at this. Look how they throw ceremonies for them. They throwing ceremonies. This man's coming over there to get your diamonds. This is the people who set the diamond prices on the market. And they play with the diamond prices so they can come over there and take them from the Africans. And they over there dancing for them on stilts. Yeah, the white man. They put down the rocks and picked up the drums. They put down the rocks and they picked up the drums, y'all. Hell no, you said the foo-foo walk.
Hey, white man.
Still dancing.
this is what diamonds are all about. One diamond is able to build the school for these kids, make uniforms.
One diamond, and he said you could build schools. Do the Africans realize if they kept the diamonds, they could build their own schools? Fast forward, they still there.
I call it a celebration, but it's a dome.
You heard it right. They found a very, very large record-breaking diamond and was able to make a lot of money off of that. But you know who all made way more money off of that? The diamond industry. The diamond industry controlled somewhat by this guy, at least the prices were, supposedly, and other people and other players. But does this look like the action of somebody who's tired of their resources being stolen? These people would rather go scrounge in the mines, sending them down barefoot, deep, under the age of 18, and eat termites and sparrow birds, instead of actually taking the time to plant some food to eat, like this guy was doing on a different documentary when I told people, why don't they do that to eat? That's what works. But then you look over here and they're picking
Below the poverty.
Stop. There you go, family. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. They are literally suffering while they're giving their things away. There's this thing, okay? And these are the two thought processes that go into what goes on in Africa, right? The first one being, they feel when these people come in, the colonizers, the diamond thieves, they say, oh, we can make deals with them with our resources. But the other side, which is the right side, the logical side that we think, we say, Well, if you kept your resources, you wouldn't need them to come in and build nothing. Let me tell you how they hustle Africans, and I tell this all the time. Africa does not sell their minerals or their resources. They barter them. How do you barter something that you have possession over? They want what you got. They need what you got. How come they need and want what you got, and instead of you keeping them and selling them at full price, you barter them? I'll give you an example, a metaphor. Say I have a Ferrari. I got a Ferrari in my parking lot, and it's mine. And somebody wants to come in and they want my Ferrari. Instead of me saying, what does a Ferrari go for? 200K. I'll sell it to you for 199K. Instead of getting full market value for my Ferrari, instead I say, well, if you come in and you build some bridges and some roads, then I'll just give you the damn Ferrari. They give away their resources under the system of bartering when they could keep the damn resources, or they could keep them and sell them at maximum price. Everyone wants your oil. Why are you bartering your oil? Why do you barter your diamonds and your minerals? That makes literally no sense. Literally no sense. And you know what it really is about, y'all? You don't want to sell them. You want to give them to massa. And let's just get to the point, okay? We're going to get straight to it. We're not going to play these games. All right, we're not going to go tick for tack and play. I'm not granting anybody no lie. You love massa and you want to do everything in your power to help massa out. They have a psychological love for the dominant society. That's what it is. They don't want to diamond sell, mineral sell, oil sell. They want to give them away. And I'm going to be honest with you. If the W wasn't trying to maintain the fake image of being a savior, he would just take them. He would just take. How do you know? It's because the W used to come in and just take it back in the day. He used to come in and just say, I'm taking all this stuff. Now everybody wants to steal from Africa under the guise of some type of business deal. I'm doing it out of business. This is a business deal. Back in the old days, they weren't trying to do business. They was coming in and just taking it. Nowadays, they got to maintain an image. They got to pretend that they're there for the African. They're there to help them. In reality, let's just go there. I'm going to say this is the realest thing you ever heard. In reality, the W does not want to pretend to help the African. He just wants to take his resources. In reality, the African doesn't want to barter his resources. He wants to just give it to the W. So you're still dealing with the old colonization mindset. The African who loves massa and wants to give them away, and massa who wants to hustle you and take it. They play this game of international bidding and dealing. That guy came in with the diamonds, and he's out there acting like he's doing a business deal. 100 years ago, he would have ran in there and just snatched them up. But now he'll play the fake game. It looks better. 100 years ago, the African would have said, here, take it. Now they'll do the game of, oh, build me a bridge in the road. And by the way, you know when China comes over there and they build those bridges and roads, you know the average African doesn't have access to those bridges and roads, right? So think about that. They take their resources, instead of selling them, they barter them. The barter deal is you come in and you build bridges, I'll give you the diamonds. And think about it. The colonizer says, okay, I'll come in and I'll barter you for your diamonds and I'll build those roads. However, here's the catch. The roads that they build are only for the top 1% of Africans. The average, they don't build roads in the villages, y'all. That's not happening. So every time you hear about what China's doing for Africa, oh, China's building up Africa. They're only doing that for the richest 1% of Africans. They're not doing that for the average African. So they're bartering their resources for bridges and roads that 99% of Africans don't even have access to. That is called giving them away. That's what that is. You're giving that stuff away. And then half of those bridges and roads, only Chinese people can really go on. They got airports that Africans can't have. They've got restaurants where Africans can't come in. And it's the same thing right here with this diamond guy. A black person couldn't go over there and get no diamond deals. They would throw rocks at him the same way. Fam, if black folks go over there talking about religion and they throw rocks, what you think is going to happen if a black person says, hey, let's make this deal? So all those scam Africans like Akon and Dr. Umar say we need to do business deals with them. The African don't want to do no business deals with us. Hell no. They don't want to do business with black people. They want to do business with W people and everybody other than black folks. So that's the core truth of what's really going on over there. And every single day, every single hour, more truth, more evidence, and more facts have been coming out. And they don't like the fact that we know about your homeland. We know about your homeland. This is why that guy had to come on over here. And when he got over here, he's talking about basically he learned everything from Black Americans. He knows what it is. He knows what it is. He knows he learned it all. And this is why when they come over here and they start talking all that nonsense about our lineage, heritage, and culture, and they get rounded up by ICE, we say, send them home. I don't give a damn. Go back to Africa, build up your homeland, and stay the hell up out of mine. How about that one? And then on top of that, when you go over there and then you try to talk reckless to FBA, we're going to just show y'all this right here. There won't be no FBA saving you, bruh. Right here is the reality that we don't have to deal with, and they can't stand it. Y'all enjoy this, please.
Rodney Taylor.
I'm a people person, so I love dealing with people, meeting people every day, making them look good.
We met Rodney trying to help people who sit in his chair through a program where barbers talk to clients about lung cancer screenings. Rodney told us making those connections comes easy.
Once they feel comfortable in their surroundings and know that person you are, they feel more comfortable to open up to you.
It's what's happening to him now that he says is so hard to connect. Rodney!
Hey.
Oh my gosh, we finally connected. He was arrested by ICE and is now not behind his chair, but behind bars.
It's a life-death situation.
To understand, we have to go back to 1980 when Rodney's mother.
Damn, that turned bad real quick.
Rodney!
Hey.
Oh my gosh, we finally connected. He was arrested by ICE and is now not behind his chair, but behind bars.
It's a life-death situation.
To understand, we have to go back to 1980 when Rodney's mother brought him to the U.S. from Liberia. He was 2. Born with clubbed hands and feet, she brought Rodney here for amputation surgeries under a medical visa. He's lived here ever since, but his applications for citizenship have been denied.
I feel like
He pled guilty to felony burglary charges when he was 16. 16 years later, the Georgia Parole Board pardoned that conviction. But the crime makes him ineligible for amnesty programs for minors. ICE officers cite the burglary case on his detention order now.
they're still trying to prosecute me for something I did 30 years ago as a child. It's hard to swallow.
ICE data shows that includes immigrants with criminal records, but also a 221% increase in immigrants without criminal records. Behind bars, Rodney is trying to stay positive, helping other detainees get ready for their court dates.
They allow me to cut hair, do what I do, pass the time.
He's hoping to get back behind the chair for good.
As long as I feel like I'm helping somebody, I feel good.
Reporting in Tucker, Caitlin Ross, 11 Alive News.
Man, if you don't get that sad music the hell up out of here, he can zoom to the village. So you see, fam, and that's the type of time we on. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy that we keep in, and we're not being motherland up. Our motherland is right here, okay? Our home is right here. Home is where the heart is. This is where our heart is, family. We built all of this stuff, so this belongs to us. So we know when we start talking about tethers, and we say all that to connect the dots. When we start talking about these tethers and all the games and all the hustles that they're trying to come up with, fam, we already know to disqualify and to reject them before they get to talking. Before they get to running their mouth, before they get to speaking, we already know, get up out of here. Tethers have no space in foundational Black American rooms. That's it. And all we do is been G-checking them. And that's how we're going to continue to go. We say, sorry, not sorry. I know that's right. Sorry, not sorry. And they send out a lot of people. Y'all know, what is it, fam? What would you guys say? Every 6 months, they try to send out like an influential Black person to Africanize us. Ain't that kind of what they do, right? That's one of the main things that they love to play. Every few months, you guys, they try to send out a Black person so they can try to Africanize Black Americans. See, a lot of these people get paid. Let me say this, y'all. These Democratic shills, they've been getting the bag to Africanize us. See, it's not just them trying to get us to go vote for Kamala, to go vote for Joe Biden. There's a bag to Africanize foundational Black Americans. Tethers right now are being used in a lot of different ways. Tethers are being used in a lot of different ways. You had the one tether that we were showing that was being the tail. So you got the tails. Okay, let's go there. And what a tail is a tether controlled by a male. That's what a tail is. Anytime you see a tether and they're getting patted on the head and they're doing the buck dancing, and you're going to have tails from different sides. Like, for instance, Candace Owens is a tail. She's a tail. This is what Candace Owens is. What's that other guy? He's a Republican. What's that guy's name? What's the Republican guy? Is he from Jamaica? What's his name? You got a lot of tails, fam. You got a lot of these tails. Roland Martin is a tail. Roland Martin, he's the Democratic tail. That's what he is. I forget dude's name. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? Good. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, there we go. All right, just checking. Okay. Yeah, I forget dude's name. Okay, audio cutting in and out. Hold up. Y'all give me a second. We ain't having that. There we go. Checkmate. Boom. All right. Here we go. Okay, yeah, y'all come in and out, man. They be doing that when we be bubbling. There you go. Yes, thank y'all. Thank you, Church and Angelic. Yes, and Denise. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, if y'all having audio stuff, just refresh and come back. They be doing that all the time, y'all. They be doing that all the time. They think they slick, but it's all gravy. Yeah, let me cut that so y'all can hear me good. Okay. I promise you they do this all the damn time. Yes, the Byron Donalds, that dude, he's a tail. He's a Republican tail, though. He's a Republican tail. All a tail is a tether that is controlled by the dominant society. That's what it is. You got some of them, and they kind of operate on one side, and then you got the others that operate on the other side. Okay, that's kind of what it is. Okay, yeah, right there. Yep. Oh, girl, she's a tail. Absolutely. How many more tails y'all got, man? Give me some tail names, y'all. So we can go ahead and put this. By the way, y'all, we created this. We created a couple terms, right? I'm the one who created the term Fleedman. I created that like 3 years ago. Me and my brother, I was on Marcel's Space. I created the term Fleedman and Fleedman forehead. That's what it is. We also created these half-breeds, all right, and the what we call them, the feathers, all right, like Drake and them half. Those are the half-breeds, the feathers, the tails. You know what I'm saying? A lot. Yeah, Rolly. Yep, Rolly's a Democratic tail. Yep, yes he is. That's what he is. Yep, that's exactly what he is. That's who these tails are right here. Yep, each party has a tail, each one, and they use them interchangeably. Jasmine Crockett, good point. Brandon Tatum, yep, absolutely. Cory Book, all these people. Kamala Harris, absolutely. These are all tails, fam. Every last one of them. We be creating terms, boy. We be creating good old terms. We be creating good terms, boy. Y'all lighting it up. Y'all lighting it up. Y'all like Joy Reid. Good damn. Joy Reid might be like the biggest one. She might be the biggest tail. Yep. And this is what a tail is right here, y'all. This is it. I'm gonna have to post this tomorrow on social media. That's a tail right there. That's right there. You're doing that work. You're doing that work, and then you're out there again. I'm gonna tell you another tail. That right there. There go another tail, family. There it is. There it go. So yeah, you got these tails out here left and right. As one of the hustles and game plans that they've been trying to do, you guys, is every few years they'll send somebody out. And the person that they send out is trying to Africanize us. They've been getting bags to try to Africanize Black American people. Two things they want to do, y'all. They want to Barack Obama. Damn, he's a straight up tail. All the way live. All the way. One of the things they do, fam, is they try to get us to vote for the Democrats. And if they can't do that, they'll try to Africanize us. That's why Roland Martin was running around like 2 years ago, talking about flight tickets to Africa and all that. Another thing that they do, Ramaswamy. Y'all look right here. Look at the newest person. Look who the newest person that they sent out so they can try to Africanize us. Y'all know you got the Carmelo Anthony situation going on right now. And you haven't been seeing a particular person that was always running behind Trayvon Martin's family, Jordan Davis's family, who's running behind Sandra Bland's family. How come nobody's been seeing Benjamin Crump? I'm going to tell you why. Because Benjamin Crump has been over in Africa trying to tail Black Americans on going back to Africa. You knew about every 6 months they send one out, and here it goes. Right here, family.
At the motherland. At the motherland. At the motherland. At the motherland.
Nah, bro, I'm in my motherland. I'm in my motherland. You better go find somewhere else. Nope. So, every 6 months, you guys, he's going to come back over here and he's going to be talking about going back there, and that's the motherland, and we all need to be together and all that stuff. This is what they send out. That's why he hasn't been over here. And also he knows that his money is dried up. He knows he can't hustle Black Americans no more. He's another guy. Add him to this fam. Ain't nobody getting off no more. Ain't nobody getting off no more, fam. All them people over there suffering. Everybody's suffering. Anybody who had an agenda against FBA is losing. I don't give a damn what nobody says. Everybody's losing. All right, straight up and down. Everybody's losing. We're just not allowing things. Things just aren't being allowed right now. Okay, check this out. This is further. This is him over there. This is him over there shucking and diving.
and humbled to receive this recognition, this great recognition from the Director of Diaspora Affairs in Ghana, my brother KOD, and from Biodec and brothers.
The Diaspora Affairs in Ghana.
Of Diaspora Affairs in Ghana, my brother KOD, and from Biodec and brother Stephen Selassie, and the administrators of this important conference that brings the diaspora all together from all parts of the world to say that our Black history matters. I will take this as further conviction to celebrate the diaspora, and in doing so, to elevate our Black history and our Black culture now more than ever.
Our Black culture? I don't have any Black culture from Africa. I don't have no Black history at all in Africa. Mine is right here in the United States of America, right here in these borders. I don't know what he's talking about. Listen to the key words, y'all. You see what he's trying to do? Yeah, you see what he's trying to do. This man thinks he's slick. All history, remember what I told you. Always watch the overemphasizing of the word R's and we's. Look at that right there. That's what he's trying to do. He thinks he's slick. Ain't gonna work. Yeah, he's trying to do the same scam as the pirate man. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to do the same thing. You absolutely right, family. You mean Ghana's problems? Yeah, absolutely. You mean Ghana problems, bro. You don't mean no damn problems with us. Now you're trying to get us to absorb and adopt their problems. That's another thing about tellers. Hold on. Y'all, I'm watching the chat, man. Y'all got me over here laughing. Oh, damn. I'm over here laughing at y'all. Y'all crazy. Absolutely. You got to understand. We always focus about tethers, and we're always talking about how tethers come over here and they get in on us. Another thing about a tether, in which we're smart and we reject it, is anytime you tether, allow somebody to tether onto you, now you've inherited their problems. Now you're married to their issues. If we allow somebody to come over here from Africa, the next thing you know, apartheid, colonization, this slave mentality that lets somebody come in and take your damn diamonds while you barter all your resources to them. You go ahead and let somebody tether onto you. And next thing you know, you just inherited every problem that they have. We already got enough issues. They're an issue to us. Our problems are tethers. So why would I accept a tether, deal with him being a problem, and then he brings all his problems with us? They want a dump truck onto us. That's really what they want to do. They want a dump truck onto us. Never allow somebody to tether onto you, because you will inherit and marry their issues. And I guarantee you, the first time that you let somebody from Africa come over here and they say, we all brothers. And I say, yeah, you're right. We all brothers. Next thing you know, he's going to say, what about the colonization? You're going to help me, right? What about the diamonds? You're going to help me. Next thing you know, y'all, you're going to be in some damn village fighting an issue that ain't even yours. You're going to be over there inheriting all of their tribalistic beefs. That guy over there on the other side of the jungle, he does not like me. You fight with me, won't you? Hell no. Don't you ever allow somebody to tether onto you. See, tethers are very dangerous. We make jokes and we roast them because, we roasting funny ass people. FBA, we're naturally funny. We laugh and we roast people, so we ain't got to check everybody every 2 minutes. But we can check people with our words. I was just telling that to my wife the other day. I said, our words, we weaponize them. We don't have to crash out, because all we got to do is just get to popping off on you and we'll break you. Think about it, y'all. The tethers come over here and they talk about how they're hurt from something that we told them in the 2nd grade. Our words are powerful because we're that witty, that smooth, that quick. FBA, we don't have to crash out on nobody because we could just hit you with the word. Our words is like darts. All right. You'll carry an FBA roast with you your whole life. Again, going back to, we're the only people who talk the way we talk, speak the way we speak. You can't duplicate or replicate our lineage or our vernacular. Nobody can. In the same way you can't duplicate our vernacular, the same way you can't duplicate how smooth and witty our words are, straight up and down. We'll get you. When you start talking about comedians, right? Especially roast, most comedians that are the funniest people, those damn comedians are Black folks, and they be roasting everybody. Our words are powerful. So tethers wear that their whole life every time they come over here and they try to latch themselves on. And that's why we've been getting them away from us simply by our words. That's why they're always complaining, oh, you be mean to me. What it really is that these damn FBA roasts hurt. And you wear that your whole damn life. We'll have them looking in the mirror. They be like, do my hairline. They be having a measure out. They be pulling the measuring stick, saying my hairline is to the left, to the right. Black Americans said this. We have them messed up forever, fam. And that's good. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. So we don't inherit anybody's problems, and we understand that you can't come to the table, you're disqualified, you're rejected. We have a zero tolerance policy for nonsense. zero tolerance. And that's the way it should be. And that's the way it is going forward. I don't know how people used to do it back in the past. All right. Africans, Americans, you can have all that. Let me tell you how the certifies are. Certifies are, you're going to be within this right here. Yeah, we got a roast code. Absolutely. Our roast code is crazy, 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 crazy. But nothing is working for anybody. We've already exposed exclusively on this broadcast. We, all of us, we are the only, and I mean number one people who have exposed the fact that that Somali pirate dude was scamming FBA, coming up with this whole situation so he can get paid. We use his own words, his own receipts, that he is clearly somebody who's trying to hustle and scam us. That we know for sure. Let's run it all the way through, fam. You've seen a bunch of things. Exclusively number one, only us on this broadcast. We made history. There is that case, that viral video that's going on across the whole United States of America, and can't nobody figure it out. Can't nobody solve it. Everybody got question marks except for us. We got answers and we got facts, and we proved that Somali pirate dude is a fraud. Simple as that. Simple fraud, and he was trying to get paid off the backs of FBA. They understand now that we done got together. See what it really is, family? Let me tell you what it really, truly, genuinely is. They seen the fact that we got behind Carmelo. That's, Cat Williams, FBA, he's Cincinnati all day. Yeah, yes, indeed. They seen the way we got behind Carmelo Anthony, and we put our money on Carmelo. We put our dollars on Carmelo. So now all the tethers, they're trying to come up with a fabricated anti-black hate crime issue, an anti-black viral video, so they can come in and cosplay as us and perhaps maybe get some of that donation money that we sent to Carmelo. Or they can come in and try to get some of that donation money that the dominant society is giving it to Mrs. Mayo. That's what the tellers doing, the scammers, y'all. They say, damn, them FBA stood on business. They stood on business, and they helped that young brother down financially. Remember, the way we supported Carmelo, that was nothing but group economics. It's group economics to put money on the books of Carmelo Anthony. It's group economics to start a GoFundMe for our innocent brother. It's group economics to hold each other down financially like we did with him. The tethers were watching that, and now all the tethers are saying, can we get some of that money? How can we steal that FBA money? All the tethers want that FBA money. They watched what we did with Carmelo, and now they're all saying, how can we get in on that FBA money? They want FBA style. They want FBA fashion. They want FBA politics, but they ain't got an FBA soul. You ain't got the soul, you got to go. So this is why you're going to start seeing more and more of these fake cases, these fake scenarios. And now, family, and y'all already were doing it, always watch who's behind the damn camera. See, the problem is in America, everybody was watching what's in front of the camera. We already know what's in front of the camera. What's in front of the camera is damn Miss Mayo. So we know how they get down. See, the rest of the planet don't understand the system of supremacy. We know what was in front of that camera. We already knew the anti-black racism that she had. Checkmate. Well, we start saying we got the front, what's behind? And then we have identified tether. And now that we did that, we packed all that up, racked it up, and moved that out the way. You see what we did there, y'all? See, and you only get that with foundational Black Americans. Can't nobody else have that type of time because ain't nobody else got that type of energy. That's what we've been doing, fam. I'm telling you, we're so certified and thorough. And like I said, y'all, on this broadcast right here, all of us, and I thank y'all very much exclusively, we have cracked that case, solved that case, and we done washed our hands from that whole situation. We stand on business for our lineage, and we will G-check something that isn't right. But we also don't put no capes on for other communities, especially communities that have always been anti-Black, who have always had tether energy. Don't be a tether and anti-foundational Black Americans over here, but then you want to have a viral video so you can go get a tether GoFundMe page. That ain't happening. See, this is what they're trying to do, and we ain't going for none of that. And quite frankly, it just straight up didn't work. So why they've been over there, fam, trying to get foundational Black Americans on board, everything has crashed out. Think about it, y'all. The Somali pirate, he crashed out. GoFundMe page ain't doing nothing. This Miss Mayo crashed out. We done exposed her and haul her only fentanyl photos just a few days ago. Done. You seen Mrs. Cinco de Mayo trying to tie us in. She's getting deported tomorrow. They breaking the glass of her mama's car. Easy work. Everybody who's tried something on us has failed, and they failed miserably. That's because we're so thorough. And it's always going to take conversations like this, and it's always going to take us to break it down. And we're going to continue to break it down. We're going to always have these conversations. This is what we're doing. We move in the world, y'all. What's happening, quite frankly, y'all, is all of us in the Black grassroots, all of us, certified Black society is what I call it, okay? We are getting on code, and we're setting the precedents, and everybody's following us. from all the way on the other side of the planet to right here. Everybody is moving their pieces around because FBA is clearing their ass out. That's what we do. So while we've been out here clearing everybody out and being on our time, and we've been watching these tethers fall out, crashed out. Think what we did, y'all. We ruined the tether GoFundMe. We ruined the tether hairlines. We ruined the tether viral videos. We ruined the tether scams, and we laughing at all the tethers in the process, and G-checking the Mayos and the Teos, because that's how good we are. And fam, they better quit worrying about what FBA got going, and they better be worrying about why they over there and they talking to quadruple size Becky in Jamaica. Yeah. You know how foundational Black Americans be on code, right? Well, let me show you who ain't on code. You can say what you want about FBA, but we ain't out there caking up on this 3 billion pounder trying to get them to come back to Jamaica. Problem is for them, not for us. Watch this, fam. A tether is in love with a Mayo, a Teo.
Okay, baby.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, hon.
You like when we call you baby?
Yes.
You're my baby?
Yep.
So why don't hear you calling me baby up here?
Huh?
Why don't hear you calling me baby?
Why do I call you baby?
Oh, I don't hear you calling me baby up here.
I do too.
I want to hear.
You don't even hear it when I do, babe.
Huh?
You don't even hear it when I do.
Probably because I'm not focused. But like, yeah, I like when you call me baby or baby.
All right.
They do something to me.
And John?
Mm-hmm. Like, it made my heart skip a beat. I'm like, oh. I'm like, whoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You playing with your lips. You nervous?
Yeah.
Why?
Guys, I'm always afraid I'm embarrassing you.
What?
I'm always afraid I'm embarrassing you.
No, you're not embarrassing me. Never.
I'll be damned if you gonna talk about foundational Black Americans and you gonna be sleeping with that. What you seen right there, family, was a quarter pounder. That was a tail with fleas. There it go, y'all. So yes, indeed. Whenever you talk about foundational Black Americans, you better show respect. Whenever you mention certified Black society, you better show respect. And whenever you talk about the Black Alpha Network and all of y'all in the chat, you better clear out, get out the way, and show us our RESPECT, our lineage stand on business, and our lineage don't flee. There they go, y'all. Family, you know, every single time we pull up and we break things down, they don't like the way that we go. Yeah, that dude said, every time you talk to me, I love it. I just love it so much. She was over there grinning and shinning and all that stuff. I told you that's a quarter tail with fleas. But the more we stand on our business, y'all, the more we get to the business. And the business, quite frankly, is just rolling in, and it's rolling in on our favor, y'all. It's rolling in with us. It all starts and begins with us, y'all. Everything revolves around us, and that's the beauty of being certified, and that's the beauty of being us all the time. Can nobody, when I say nobody, I mean nobody, can nobody see a certified foundational Black American. It's just not that way. And man, we had a great discussion about how great we are, and I appreciate how great of a conversation that was, and it got to me thinking, y'all, and we was talking about just our lineage, heritage, and culture, and all the places we've been and the things we've done and everything that we working with, y'all. I'm telling you right now, and I mean this on everything, our lineage sets the precedence for everything. And when we show up to places, we don't take over, we reclaim what's rightfully ours. And when I say we reclaim what's rightfully ours, I mean it all. Go down the list, go up the list, everything. And I was talking about my people being in Kentucky. Shout out to Kentucky, shout out to Tennessee, shout out to Missouri, Alabama, Arkansas, California, Mississippi, New York, everybody. One of the things that went on this last weekend, family, was the Kentucky Derby. And let me tell y'all, they don't want foundational Black Americans to show up the way we showing up and show out the way we've been showing out. But I had to show this to the family because I'd be damned if there weren't some beautiful brothers and sisters there And did we show up, y'all, and shut that down too? While everybody out here going to these galas and everybody out here is acting a fool, FBA out here line dancing. FBA about to have a hell of a lot of barbecues this summer. And FBA is unbothered and unaffected by the BS. Ain't that the best way to be? And aren't we the best people? You damn right. Y'all look at how we showed the hell up and showed the hell out. Don't let none of these people try to steal foundational Black American lineage, heritage, and culture. Don't let none of these people try to steal what we've created. Don't let none of these people try to get in the way of greatness. You can't get in the way of greatness. The only thing you can do is watch. You can watch, you can observe, you can look, but you can't have none, okay? This is what it is. Black American all day, all the time, y'all. And they know it, and we know it. Shout out to the whole damn family. Shout out to the whole FBA team. Shout out to all my people. My people grew up with the Kentucky Derby. I have a bunch of designs. I've got a bunch of ornaments and everything from the Kentucky Derby because my people was horse trainers. So I know all about this. Shout out to my grandpa. Love you. A horse trainer. Shout out to the whole certified family, the whole certified team. And we just stay on real business, family. The business cannot be broken. We cannot be broken. Nobody can break us. Only thing they can do is hate us. You feel me? So we on it, we with it, and we going to continue doing it. Let me tell y'all, fam, they were so damn mad. Oh, my God, they were mad. If y'all seen some of the stuff out there, they were so pissed off. They was like, why are Black folks even here? Why y'all show up? They don't mind Sexy Red. They don't mind Suki Hana. They don't mind Megan Thee Stallion. They don't mind none of that, y'all. But notice what happened when we showed up to the Derby dressed with class, dressed with style, dressed with grace. Oh, they fell all the way back. Because like the same way I was saying a second ago, when foundational Black Americans walked down the street, everybody else got to clear the hell out the way. And brothers and sisters showed up at the Kentucky Derby with that FBA classic soul and energy and shut it down. Because everywhere we go, we take over, we reclaim, and we put that FBA flag on it. You already know what it is. Certified all the damn time. Beautiful people, just like all of you beautiful people, and all of you people are my people. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight on Tuesday. And we're going to be back again on Friday and then back again on Sunday because we're going to be dropping them all the week, family. I appreciate and I thank you guys for allowing me to get to 23K. I'm always talking about how I got the best channel on the planet. And I say that out of love. I say that out of honor. I say that out of blessings because it wouldn't be nothing without every one of y'all. I appreciate every single statement. Every time y'all write me, my DMs, my emails right here on the channel, in the community tab. I love everything in the chat. One day I'm going to show y'all my analytics about how many impressions and how many people talk in these chats and speak. Family, the records are crazy. They're phenomenal. They're growing and we're breaking it all the time. You got a bunch of new people coming in. I tell them, welcome to Certified Black Society. We have the livest chat on the internet. And I tell that to people everywhere I go. And I will continue to say that. So I thank all of you guys and I love you all with a passion. And I'm going to always love you guys with a passion. And I'm here to tell you, the summer just started. This is Foundational Black America. This is going to be certified season. And we're going to give everybody a goddamn show. And if they watching and if they looking, they better enjoy it because you'll never see nothing like this again, family. That's what it is. All eyes on us. FBA all day. And when you certified all the time. And we're going to keep that fire turned up. There you go. Appreciate y'all. We broke it down. And by the way, we made history tonight. I'm telling y'all, we broke a story that nobody in the world can break. Not ABC, NBC, no media outlet, nobody on the internet, don't matter. No newspaper. We broke that story tonight, so I appreciate you guys. It goes back to Sunday because y'all were the main ones out here calling things out. And then today we broke things down and all of us together by what you guys were saying, the East Coast, the West Coast, the South, the Midwest, all of us who were represented, it all took you to put these facts on the table. So we got receipts that came in from the East, receipts that came in from the West, receipts that came in from the Mid, receipts that came in from the South, and we put them all together. And when we coordinated all those receipts, we just had one big ass fact. And the fact is that We are better than everybody else, and it will always be that way. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. Y'all take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your week, fam. I will see you all back again on Friday, and we're going to work it out. Matter of fact, I got some stuff that I'm dropping on Wednesday and Thursday as well. So it's just going to be all Black American. It's going to be all certified Black society. It's going to be all Black Alpha #1 activists for the rest of the goddamn summer, all the way through the year and for eternity, y'all. That's how strong the spirit is, and that's how strong the family is. Untouchable. So y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. And as I always do, it's peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. And Black is beautiful, and beautiful is always Black. And I'm going to need right now the greatest rapper of all time to close out this epic classic broadcast the only way that he can. And that is Tupac. So as I always say, family, Tupac, bring us home. Certified.
I don't care what y'all think. If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans if we out here dying? We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that.